95.7 The Boss. Boss with me.
100 bill, no chain, iced up, 4 chain, real nigga, no lane, straight game, propane, bad bitch look like no name, Chinese food that low man, no limit, no, propane, 100 bill, no chain, iced up, 4 chain, real nigga, no lane, straight game, propane, bad bitch look like no name, Chinese food that low man, no limit, no. Propane. Look, this is the way that we bow. I blew a bag at the mall. Yeah. You can get jacked in the drought. Don't leave your strap at the house. Yeah. You butterfingers when I seen you a lick, you go fumble about. You can't catch you a play. I'm packing my 38 special today. If you run off with mine, I'm gonna with you today. Flip why they hating, they gotta be mad. I'm on suckers, colostomy bad. We smoking that propane, not regular gas. I come from the streets, we embezzling cash. Now I'm playing Fortnite with 4 not your type. Yeah. Am I on bright? Am I chewing bright? Am I bedroom like a porn site? Top echelon, we go smoke it in a cone. I crucified your girl, now you hating, throwing stones. I threw the ball in the crowd like Kyrie, and I'm a rebel with a cause like Ali, and I'm an underground king like Bun B. I know Pimp C gone, but you got me. 100 bill, no chain, iced up, 4 chain, real nigga, no lane, straight game, propane, bad bitch look like no name, Chinese food that low man, no limit, no. Propane, 100 bill, no chain, iced up, 4 chain, real nigga, no lane, straight game, propane, bad bitch look like no name, Chinese food that low man, no limit, no. Propane, they win the ball, no game, it's a tackle for loss, no game. Them a boss, it won't change, it's a drip when I ball, no cane. I pull up in the 6, no stain, I pull up with the stick, no pain. All I want from you, more. Took a shot but you missed, no aim. All I want is the money, no fame. I grew up around killers, whole game. They were slipping them chickens, no pain. Put me come up missing, no pain. I had no pot to period, no change. Put in work just to get it, no shame. These niggas be acting so strange, talking shit when in fact they so lame. I am never with the chit chatter. I will turn you niggas in the casket. To get on my level, you need a ladder. All that hitting this head just like cadavers. Sorry, I'm stating facts. I said what I said, I can't take it back. BDU and every we gon' make it crack. Visit the loot, you won't make it back. 100 bill, no chain, iced up, 4 chain, real nigga, no lane, straight game, propane, bad bitch look like no name, Chinese food that low man, no limit, no. Propane, 100 bill, no chain, iced up, 4 chain, real nigga, no lane, straight game, propane, bad bitch look like no name, Chinese food that low man, no limit, no. Propane.
Okay. Say what? Is that right? We'll see. Show me. All right. Guess what? Slice if I want to. Know what a real boss do. Only T that be for me. Be the T, build a legacy. Yeah, they tried it. But I'm too much and I like it. Call me bougie, I be bougie. My caliber, you ain't with. Get your shit, get gone. No time for the put your shit be on. I like my drink strong. Come to the bar, I'm around all night long. You ain't tricking if you lying. But I got my own, I ain't lying. Come perpetrate, I feel your ego up. Crush you with my aura when I it up. You bet it or not. Ain't man a man that can't get me by far. They play too many games, I ain't in it. When you turn out the same. right, yeah, I'm peeping. Loyalty's also creeping. Real kick is what I'm seeking. If the ever had, best believe it. Ain't not for last. Riding slow is my forte. From the back, yeah, I'm outside. Missionary, I back. Oh no, so go. Just see how deep this goes. Make you pass. Yeah, that's right, fast. Keep playing that kill, you ain't gotta ask. I like it in the shower. Give me 20 minutes, don't need hours. They say that good has the power. That's why exes they get active sour. You with it or not? Hey man, a man that can't give me my card. They play too many games, I get in the lane. When you find out the same, it's something let me know, man. I guess he just don't wanna see how. You know that leave me beat down. I'm a queen, respect the ground. Good, and I clean too. Super sweetheart, and I mean too. Sometimes that don't always mean too. Doubt that life when I bust a move. You with it or what? Take it or leave it, I don't give a I'm cool in my skin. You can't define me, my worth is within. I'm an alpha and a queen bee. Businesswoman plus a straight queen. Bring your bridges, don't be building that. In my mind, you are wet. So you better put your cards right. Cause over here, baby, yeah, we truck tight. Different kind of breed, and I do bite. We over, I can f*** your life. You with it or not? Hey man, a man that can't give me my card. They play too many games, I get in the lane. When you find out the same, it's something let me know, man. I just don't wanna see how. You know that leave me beat down. I'm a queen, respect the crowd. Done crucifix though. It's Joey on the beats.
Who be the barber? Who be the down? Walking the Prada, what is the down? Pouring the logo, come with the down. That is the dada, come in the crucifix. Party like we from Puerto Rico. The man them go loco, the guy them go loco. They love me like the tacos. When I visit them from Mexico, take you road, the dog is a big stone. Atlanta to London, Nebraska to Lagos to Asia. We dey give them insomnia. Isabella, Maria, Alexa, Julie, and Gabriela. They keep sending love letters. Compressor. We make you feeling nice. So you don't realize. Anything you like. There's no up with the bounce. Fuck with Stevenson. Party like we from Puerto Rico. The man them go loco. The guy them go loco. They love me like the tacos. When I visit them from Mexico. Take your road. The dog is a big stone.
Call me the double crucifix.
It was a time I used to hate myself and doubt myself. It was a time I didn't know too much about myself. Used to be time when I was lost until I found myself. At times I didn't even want to be around myself. Jumped in that water by myself and almost drowned myself. When I was down that out, I even used to clown myself. But it was time for me to get up off the ground myself. If they don't want to crown me king, then I'ma crown myself and hold it down myself. Oh, I said I'ma hold it down myself. I said I'ma hold it down. I guess I gotta hold it down myself. Oh, I said I'ma hold it down myself. summer, the darkest of dark days. My heart ached and I was stuck in the dark place. I was stuck between the rock and the hard place. Constantly worried all night, stressing all day. Mama said it's alright, but that's what they all say. She say I gotta hold it down and trust myself. Back then I didn't even know how to conduct myself. These trials and tribulations taught me how to love myself. Cause it was a time I used to hate myself and doubt myself. It was a time I didn't know too much about myself. Used to be time when I was lost until I found myself. At times I didn't even want to be around myself. Jumped in that water by myself and almost drowned myself. When I was down that out, I even used to clown myself. When it was time for me to get up off the ground myself. If they don't want to crown me king, then I'ma crown myself and hold it down myself. Oh, I said I'ma hold it down myself. I said I'ma hold it down. I guess I gotta hold it down myself. Oh, I said I'ma hold it down myself. I said I'ma hold it down. Gotta hold it down. Die alone. When I was in that cell by myself, I wouldn't get no cutty. That's how it was though, you know what I'm saying?
Who is Timothy? That's fire.
It seemed like the one that you helped, he the one that stabbed you in the back though. But we out here trying to do something, man. We gotta feed our kids and, still be fly. Yeah. But no more Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah. That was an evil laugh, by the way.
Now I'm feeling motivated. These haters got me aggravated. Don't come near me cause I'm agitated. I've been patient but I'm tired of waiting. My Father in heaven, my God protect me, Lord. So many late nights I cried, I swear life gets hard. This pain and these scars give me strength to overcome. My daddy, he told me, you better. I've been running up in my city, there's no cap. How you call yourself a rapper, but you cannot rap? Ain't my fault, your keep my about a mouth. I just made like 40 bands and sitting on the couch. They take it to my bed up, go be I'm on the couch. Celebrating like me, yeah, we standing on the couch. Don't ask me about no used to hang with, that's the past. If I wasn't being positive, I'd probably be so motivated. These haters got me aggravated. Don't come near me cause I'm agitated. I've been patient but I'm tired of waiting. On top, killing these MCs non-stop. Heartbreak kid, it makes sweet music. That don't make your chin drop. Won't flop. Okay, I'm the underdog with the dialogue to let you know that I am wrong. You words don't stick no analog. Yo, coming up fresh in the game. He was timid at first, but then he became the shit. And now people chanting his name. All he gotta do is maintain. Yeah, but sometimes I feel like I'm under attack. Been wanting to quit, but I always come back. Cause this is something that I gotta have. If you hating on me, you can kiss my ass. Cause love to talk, but they are not in my league. Trying to catch up to me, I'm leaving these MCs fatigued. They trying to say we passing things up, that's not what it seems. It's ludicrous the way I'm always disturbing the peace. Yeah, I'm special, that's why I stay fighting devils. But when the dust settles, I'm still screaming settle. Yeah, though, it's me, Frosting the Rebel. Tim, turn up the treble. Champions never die, put the pedal to the metal. I'm feeling motivated. These haters got me aggravated. Granny said, be grateful when you count your blessings. Dad said, break their necks, said they disrespected. Used to be humble, now I'm living reckless. Back shots to your girl, now she make me breakfast. How does it feel to be king of the hill? I grind so hard, need no gas station peel. Ducking on like I am Shaquille. Raise these little like I'm Uncle Phil. I'm rocking all these dudes at a 20/20 hindsight. Did them like Debo. This is my bite. Work the Nipsey, I ain't nothing like these rap. On my left foot, go run a lap. Spitting hot bars, go run and catch a tail, boy. I'm the Franklin safe foot, and that's it, all these man boys. Move the black like Tetris on the Game Boy. You are not an op, use a damn boy. Now I'm feeling motivated. These haters got me aggravated. No, I'm nervous because I'm agitated. I've been patient, but I'm tired of waiting.
Oh, it's 7 p.m. It's fine. It's fine.
Today is my day. Today is my day. It's my day. Today is my day. I hit a lick today. Money got flipped today. Yeah. I bought a fit today. Pulled up that beer today. I got a whip today. I'm feeling rich today. Yeah. Treat every day like a holiday. Treat every day like a holiday. I hit a lick today. Money got flipped today. Yeah. I bought a fit today. Pulled up that beer today. I got a whip today. I'm feeling rich today. Yeah. Treat every day like a holiday. Treat every day like a holiday. I hit a lick today. Money got flipped today. Yeah. I bought a fit today. Pulled up that beer today. I got a whip today. I'm feeling rich today. Yeah. Treat every day like a holiday. Treat every day like a holiday. Today is the day that the Lord made. You need we can support trait. I'm fresh as a bitch, take a portrait. I've been dripping this sauce since the 4th grade. Diamonds on me look like sherbet. Money on me, that's a sherbet. My little bitch wore a short dress, so you know she got put in that Corvette. Making these plays like Chris Paul. Flipping this money like coin toss. American born, American bred, so I don't waste money on foreign cars. I just get paid off for signatures. Inking my deals on the dotted line. Galleria shopping with my baby, she a winner, so I bought a Saint Laurent. She got a fur, it's the same as mine. She got a car, it's the same as mine. VIP, we never wait in line. Holiday, so you know that today is mine. Compete with me, niggas, wasting time. My life is too good, I don't deal with lames. Me and you, we are in different lanes. We are not the same. I hit a lick today, money got flipped today. Yeah. I bought a fit today, pulled up that beer today. I got a whip today. I'm feeling rich today. Yeah. Treat every day like a holiday. Treat every day like a holiday. I hit a lick today. Money got flipped today. Yeah. I bought a fit today. Pulled up that beer today. I got a whip today. I'm feeling rich today. Yeah. Treat every day like a holiday. Treat every day like a holiday. I hit a lick today. Money got flipped today. Yeah. I bought a fit today. Pulled up that beer today. I got a whip today. I'm feeling rich today. Yeah. Treat every day like a holiday. Treat every day like a holiday.
95.7 The Boss on this Making Money Monday. Be purposeful on bartering, collaborating, partnering, using consignment, saving, investing, using the best system of all, mutualism. Boss with us.
You better wake up. Yeah. Come on. You better wake up. Know the time. Time is of the essence, getting low on supply. Gotta reload to load. This last stand and know this whole place can go explode up and smoke. If you didn't know, behold the rapture unfolds. We capture the soul to matter most politically slow. Prophecies prophesied, the prophets who realize, alluding that we are kings and queens of the light. Influence the youth, make a difference to you. Positive energy released through the music we choose. Don't be confused. The news just gassing you up. Forget about Bill O'Reilly and Rush Limbaugh. We got a hot handful of hot heads with this talk. Try living a mile in my shoes. You can't walk. Black crows can gawk and mock and still stalk the minds of lost souls and stole and never stop. You better wake up. Know the time. Sleep is for the weekend. We ain't falling behind. You better be ready once the revolution begins. That's how we rock the resist. You better wake up before it's too late. Before your civil rights and liberties are taken away. You're just another hostage. Caught in media bondage. Freedom is for the ones I hit who really want it. Tell Pro. Edgar Hoover feds, assassinated King JFK or Malcolm X. You can say I'm out of line, but doesn't change the facts. Like man landed on the moon, don't make me laugh. $30 million swindler, it was all caught on tape. Even Swagger had a swagger like Jimmy was a saint. It's the land of the greed and the home of the slave, where liberties are abused and almost taken away. I rep like Cassius Clay, go the Muhammad way. People embrace the champ, he neutralized the race. Politicians don't need to name the names. Got a price on my head, cause I'm changing the game. The way it's played, exploited and taped. For all the riches and the fame, but hey, ain't giving up on hip-hop. Non-stop, lyrical warrior killing with my heart. You better wake up, know the time. Sleep is for the weekend, we ain't falling behind. You better be ready once the revolution begins. That's how we rock the resist. You better wake up before it's too late. Before your civil rights and liberties are taken away. You're just another hostage, caught in media bondage. Freedom is for the ones I hit who really want it. We can talk about it, yeah, or we can walk about it. We can ride it down without solving the thing. People perpetuate issues like on and on. Wonder why nobody's listening, well man, come on. People take up arms to be a rebel for a day. Spraying every politician thinking they don't get away. You can say Arizona is a racist state, but popping politicians off won't resolve your hate. What can I say? Gotta break the hate made before it's too late to even change. Learn to spray knowledge in a different way. The way we heard Ice Cube pushing rhymes like way. Motivated rhymes, revolutionary times. Spawning mass revolts, as guerrillas unite. Fist in the sky, hit them like Cairo tonight. Rise to resist, G to the X, a worldwide. You better wake up, know the time. Sleep is for the weekend, we ain't falling behind. You better be ready once the revolution begins. That's how we rock the resist. You better wake up before it's too late. Before your civil rights and liberties are taken away. You're just another hostage, caught in media bondage. Freedom is for the ones I hit who really want it. Wake up, know the time. Sleep is for the weekend, we ain't falling behind. You better be ready once the revolution begins. That's how we rock the resist. You better wake up before it's too late. Before your civil rights and liberties are taken away. You're just another hostage, caught in media bondage.
Welcome to the Boss Morning Show. Today is Making Money Monday. Be purposeful on working together. Boss with us.
I'm getting money right now, need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now, need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. I've been on the move, road running. Ain't on your cars for nothing. I've been on my grind, yeah. Can't kick it, baby. So I ain't got time. You said you love me. Would you still be if my money ain't right? Tell me the truth, baby. Talk to me nice. Think that I'm holding the back of your mind. Chasing these millions, ain't chasing no dimes. Love won't pay the bills. Love that might get you pills. So I'm careful who deal with me. I'ma catch a case if you ain't ready for me. Shooters even better drill for me. Fake love, yeah, I'm starting to feel it. Gotta spin the block, so I'm snitching these stitches. And if we get money, don't speak how we did it. Can't roll with nobody who ain't with it. If I fuck with you, we running up digits. Can't stop at 6 figures, I'm $1 million, baby. I can't be your little baby. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now, need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now, need no love ties holding me down. I need somebody who really about it. My own shouldn't drive, I carry my plate. They running they list, but ain't really on shit. I told you once, don't speak what I did. It's a dead mouse in the trap. You play with my cheese, you just splat. That's how you sound to right. You making noise, tell the truth, you ain't speaking the facts. Babe, I'm gonna keep it 100. Would you rather have me tell you a lie? Giving you options, you won't love me or not. Hold on to the thought while I handle this drive. Babe, I was gonna be right back. You didn't understand that. I had to hang up these racks. I'm not your typical catch. I like rich sex in the back of the Phantom. Stars on the ceiling, it's not a rental. Been a long day, me good. How you been, boo? Ain't tryna argue about these. Stay busy on the road. You see that I'm here with you. No, I ain't tryna argue about. Stay busy on the road, you know. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, wait steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now. Need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, wait steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now. Need no love ties holding me down. Holding me down. Need no love ties that's holding me down. If I run it up, you gon' stick around. If I run it up, you gon' be around. Your love ties that's holding me down. Why do you have to let me go? After all that we've been through, why do you have to let me go? After all that we've been through, my heart is filled with pain, baby, baby. My teardrops fall like rain. It's driving me insane. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, it will never be the same. No way. Why can't you forgive me? We both made mistakes, but with another man, love I never made. But you had no trust in me. This is so hard to believe. Because of these troubled lies, to me you would say goodbye. Why do you have to let me go? After all that we've been through, why do you have to let me go? Do you have to let me go? After all that we've been through.
Check it out. I'm getting sick of all the lies I heard while I was gone. You've been dating other guys, and you know something? My heart is filled with so much pain. I'm tired of these games. Things will never be the same. You really need to change if we gonna make it last. You talking about the future, but I'm stuck up in the past. We've been together long, so I don't wanna leave. I heard it from my friend, don't know who I should believe. It's not my friend's fault, put the blame all on us. It's not the guy's problem, you the one I gotta trust. Honesty's a must if we gonna stay together. I think about a chance, but you gotta treat me better. Tell me why.
Why do you have to let me go? After all that we've been through, tell me why. Tell me why do you have to let me go? Do you really have to let me go? After all that we've been through, yes. Why Baby, can you feel it in the air? It's in the song. I can feel it in my bones. When you get this feeling that I feel, you can't deny it's so real. Listen to the sound that's all around. It's everywhere. It's a sound beyond compare. When you hear that sweet and mellow groove, you can't sit still. You've got to move. That's it's so
Me and you, yeah, you and I, the love that I have, girl, I can't deny. Hey, you my ride or die. Hey, and I'ma tell you why. You were there when I was down, girl, you picked me up. You were there when I was down, girl, you lift me up. You showed me real love, you show love to me. You show me real love, you the one I trust. My ex tripping, you know how the ex can get. They be tripping and flipping like the exorcist. My homeboy say you be the next to flip, but I don't pay him no attention, he on the extra. I hope he got all my text messages. I expressed all my love in the messages. No, they can't mess with this. No, they can't F with this.
it's so smooth. I just can't get enough of that sound. Take a look around, it's going down. Let's have a toast to us on the town. Order another drink. What the hell you think? That can put us in
All right. Omaha, the Birds of Bloods. As you know, all the music that we play is local. We actually love our neighbors, without a doubt. Y'all talk about it. Y'all pray about it. We bout it. For real, without a doubt. I come from these communities, Hilltop Projects, from Hamilton to Ohio Street. You know, that's kind of where our sphere of where I grew up at. Grew up by New Hope Baptist Church. That's why they call me Reverend New Hope, the only hope you got. Oh yeah. And then I grew up in the house where they said that Poindexter and Rice bombed. I lived in the house. We moved out of the house probably about 4 or 5 months before they bombed that house. I'm from this community, without a doubt. And we actually love our neighbors. Today is Making Money Monday. I got a text from a young lady. She was on her way to school. Shouts out to Euridia, daughter. She said that she thought it was funny that I'll call it Making Money Monday. Yes, we don't talk about dollars and cents. We talk about the behaviors that make money, like bartering, collaborating, partnering, using consignment, using saving, investing, and no communism, socialism, even capitalism is not the best system. All those systems are system of individuals. No, the best system is mutualism. It's a system where I need you and you need I. That's what we talk about here on Making Money Monday. We are a research radio station, the only one in the world. Without doubt, baby, our goal is to modify our behavior so we're better individuals, better family members, and better citizens. I got a guest in the house. This guy, he's have many characters, many hats, many faces. But one thing has been consistent with him is making this community better. One of the ways to do that is smiling. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Laughing. And every time you smile and laugh, it releases endorphins that create healing. Without a doubt, baby. See, this is how my God is. See, your God be killing a lot of people in that Bible, in that Quran. I don't know what your God be doing. Oh, yeah. You know, I like to step on toes. So let's make a Money Monday. You know, I got the biggest mic in the city, preacher. Come on, slide on over here. On this Making Money Monday. Only way to make money, man, we gotta work together. We gotta make sure that we enhance each other's skills and highlight each other's ability. And I've been telling everybody, oh yeah, we can no longer suppress our greatness, especially if you are a Black man. You can no longer suppress our greatness. It's time to be great. We cannot suppress our greatness somewhere, because you know what we're doing? Our greatness comes from God, baby. Oh yeah, without a doubt, it comes from God. All those skills that you have manifested, it comes from God. See, everybody want to brag off of them. I got this, I got that, I got her or him. Y'all want to brag off the things y'all got me. You're materialistic. See, I brag off God. I brag off my God skills, without a doubt. So to get mad at me because I brag, they get mad at God because God gave it to me, and I'm giving all the credit to God. This gentleman right here, I'm gonna let him introduce himself, because he creates a conduit of opportunity for the next generation. See, I always ask God, why do I exist? Is it because of me and my selfish, or do I supposed to look back at the next generation or to my neighbors and enhance them so I can sit back and clap a little bit? You know, I'm a professional clapper now. You know, as you get older, you're the athlete or dancer, young, you be all that movement. But as you get mature, you appreciate sitting down and clapping for somebody else every once in a while.
No.
I'm gonna let this brother introduce yours. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, because what he does, he creates the atmosphere where you can smile, laugh, and clap.
Absolutely.
And create some family members at the same time. Create some family members at the same time. Go ahead and introduce yourself, young man. Hold on a second. You know how these stars are. They get their own noun, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases, all yes and predicates to introduce themselves. I'm going to let him introduce himself. We'll get right into the dialogue. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you so much for having me. Good morning, everybody. I am Derel Gregory. I am the Hip Hop, Dance, and Community Engagement Manager at Omaha Performing Arts. So you all have seen me out a lot in the city. I'm born and raised from Omaha, Nebraska, Central grad 2007. I was gone for a while, but I came back after, getting my degrees and bringing arts back to the community. So I also dance in the community. So anyone who knows me know if I'm not dancing, I'm out in the community with music in Miller Park, jazz on the green, just trying to, continue to help build and bring that next level of entertainment and artistry to our city.
Why is art so important? Write your name down, because Black people, y'all got different names. Y'all use all the letters, so I want to make sure I get it correct. So how did you get into art? Was you in theater at Central High? Because Central was big on as far as acting. You got a lot of great people that have came out of there.
I actually started dance like in the streets. I was a part of a crew. Our name was Crucial, and we were one of the groups that were a part of like the downtown at the Slides performances. Right. We did the nights competitions. We were a dance crew. We didn't have our own teacher or anything. Like we kind of created our own stuff.
Right.
So I started out with hip hop, and then once I got to Morehouse, I began stepping, and I learned about West African dance and ballet and jazz, and on from there, I've just I've been building my love for dance.
Okay, and that last name is Duo, D-U?
My middle name is Derel. Last name Gregory.
D-E-R?
D-E-R-E-L-L.
Okay, I'll make sure I get it right. D-E-R-R-E.
One R.
One R.
Yeah.
Okay, so interesting that you mentioned Morehouse, because we are on the radio because of a Morehouse grad.
Come on, Morehouse is
everything. Shouts out Morehouse, baby. Kid was 19-year-old. See, I tell my story because everybody think they're the first internet radio station. No, you're not. I don't care who you are. You're not. I gotta give credit to my man Trayvon McKay from Morehouse.
Yeah, absolutely.
From Morehouse. Yeah. He developed my first app 2010, before apps was even big.
Yep.
We were the first streaming. And we're going to be celebrating 15 years. I called Trayvon. He's going to be here. Without a doubt. I got all the heavy hitters. Coming for our anniversary, December 31st. But man, when you mentioned Morehouse, man, greatness come from Morehouse. You from Morehouse?
Yeah.
Okay. He's great then, y'all. All right, don't get mad at me. So you did So Morehouse, you didn't get involved in anything like that in high school. So you went to Morehouse. Well, why did you go to school? Why did you go to school?
I went to school. So I was a part of the Creighton University Upper Bound program.
Okay.
Shout out to them over there. I love them. That's my fam. They, really helped me see what was inside of me and let me know what I could do.
Right.
And they helped me get a scholarship, and I earned a full ride to go out to Morehouse, and that's what I did. I knew I just wanted to be a positive role model. I didn't know exactly what my career was going to be,
Right.
But I knew I needed to get down there, and it happened. God made a way. Yeah, He made a whole way for me to get there, and I was in and out 4 years. Graduated with a bachelor's in sociology, and then I minored in dance, so I ended up dancing at Spelman.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, so if you guys don't know, Clark Atlantic, Spelman, and Morehouse, they all are right there. They all intertwine. I mean, it's a beautiful situation how they collaborate and work together, those three colleges. And one's an all women's college, right? One's co-ed, one's all male, correct?
Yep. Morehouse is all male, Spelman is all female, and Clark Atlanta is co-ed. And in addition to that, Morris Brown University is back, or Morris Brown College is back. And we also have the International Theological Center. So all those schools together are known as the Atlanta University Center, aka the AUC.
Okay. Well, cool. Glad you're here. Shouts out to Omaha Performing Arts for hiring this brother, because it's tough being a black man in any field. And especially in the arts, a lot of times, even though we're the ones that created jazz and blues and all these other philosophies, it still falls hard to us to get through that glass ceiling sometimes. So shouts out to them for sure. What you want to talk about? You guys got something coming up. I think we're promoting Brother Gasper.
Yes, so Robert Glasper will be here in the city September 27th. He will be performing some of his greatest works. So for those who do not know, Robert Glasper is a heavy hitter who duels on the side of jazz and hip hop and R&B. He's brought a lot of artists together, from Her to Anderson .Paak to he worked with Kendrick Lamar. He's worked with a lot of heavy hitters. So he will be here on Friday, September 27th at the Holland Performing Arts Center. Earlier that day, we're having a culture talk. So one of the programs I manage is the Hip Hop Lab, which is a brand new program at Omaha Performing Arts, or OPA for short. So with the Hip Hop Lab, it is our duty and our goal to amplify the 50-year legacy that already is hip hop. Right. So we're working with local artists and national artists to come together and just expose the goodness, the richness, the history, and the culture that is hip hop. So we have these things called culture talks, which are similar to
TED Talks or something?
Yes, very similar to TED Talks. So Robert Glasper will be talking with DJ Eric Ejiki, who is also the co-founder of the Streets A&R podcast, as well as Sierra Lee Blackstone, who is a co-host on the podcast as well. So they'll be talking with him for a lunch and learn on Friday at 12. So if y'all want to come join us, come down to the Holland Center at 12 p.m. on Friday the 27th. It's a choose what you pay option. So if you want to pay the $20, you can. If you cannot pay it, you don't have to. So we want to give people that option, and it also helps us keep in touch with you to let you know more about the opportunities that we have. So we're excited to create these opportunities and really further explore what hip hop is doing, and particularly with his conversation. I've titled it Innovation and Influence, because he blends a lot of jazz and a lot of hip hop together. And I think some people don't, if you're not a music lover, you don't know that there's intersection there. A lot of people think hip hop is just, explicit, vulgar rap music. And while that is an aspect of it, that's not all that it is.
Well, I come from a generation where before this new generation came in existence, this new generation is the one that have demonized our women, targeted our men. Don't get mad at me, because my mama brought out my first rap tape when I was in 1976. So some of y'all weren't even born. So shh. I'm snatching the mic back from all you youngins who wear all those straight legs and they think that we gotta move to your beat. No, most of you guys are sampling stuff from the elders. Just sampling stuff from you're not creating anything. You're copying. Let's put it. There's only a few studios that's actually here. Big Wade, J Keys. They're musicians. So their studios are different from studios that have synthesizers. 'Cause I used to have a studio in basement of Leo's record shop, and I was one of those synthesizer type of musicians. I wasn't an actual musician. And so I appreciate actual musicians because their compositions is totally different than anyone else. I want to challenge you guys because when it comes to hip hop, radio is a part of hip hop, and radio need to be entwined with what you guys are doing. Podcast is cool, but podcasts don't reach. We reach 1 million people right now. We reach 1 million people right now on this mic. We reach 1 million people. So people take us for granted, like we're the boss, but sometimes they treat us like we Rodney Dangerfield. We get no respect, but that's all right because I'm from Cali for real, Riverside. Shouts out to my daddy, and I went back to Cali this year mainly because y'all ain't like us. And so I had to get rebreaded with my sister, my cousins, them. I hung out with some gangsters, but also hung out with music executives. Awesome. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Tell us about the show again.
All right, awesome. So again, good morning, everybody. Robert Glasper will be here at the Holland Center for Performing Arts downtown. Come see us. Robert Glasper will be bringing some amazing music. He is the leader of a new sonic paradigm with a career that bridges musical and artistic genres. He boasts 5 Grammy wins, 12 nominations across 11 categories, an Emmy Award for his song for Ava DuVernay's critically hailed documentary 13th with Common and Kareem Riggins, and a Peabody Award for his composition of Mr. Soul. His work and accolades bridge all aspects of the music business, from live touring to film scoring, composing, and even producing. Evolution is his hallmark. Glasper's breakout crossover album, Black Radio, changed the face of the genre and set new expectation for what popular music could be. The album won him the Grammy for Best R&B Album and established him as a musician of choice for some of the world's most iconic artists, notably playing keys throughout Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly, winning another Grammy for the elastic track These Walls. The ongoing Black Radio series has since become Glasper's calling card, upholding a place at the heart of the trailblazing community, from longtime Sonic Brothers, Mos Def and Bilal, to legends including Ledisi, Lupe Fiasco, Kanye West, Jill Scott, and Erykah Badu. And please, when you come down to the Holland Center to check out Robert Glasper, our Hip Hop Lab program will be having an after party afterwards for an hour. You can come hang out with us. We're at Kethro, who just celebrated his 20th DJ anniversary. Shout out to you, bro. He will be DJing our after party right after the show. So come down, hang out with us. We're bringing a lot of new and good things to OPA. I know the OPA audience is used to having a lot of hip hop, a lot of R&B, or we're starting to see a lot of more of the legacy R&B artists.
Yes.
But we are on the back end working to really bridge that gap. I tell my boss all the time, I truly believe that Omaha, as far as the scope of where Omaha sits right now within the next 3 to 5 years, is going to shift where we're going to become even a more major city. You know, we're a major city with a small town mindset, but that mindset has to expand in order for us to really be what we can be as a city. So in order for Omaha to grow, our art and culture scene has to grow just as well.
Without doubt, you know, because I mean that's the peacemaker. That's the balance of our community. Art is in everything. Art is in everything. Art, even this mic is even this mic had to be drawn. You know, art. Sometimes music. Sometimes it's canvas. I just want to shift because when we talk to artists, I just submitted a patent with the U.S. Patent and Trade Office,
Hmm.
and then I got a letter back Friday, and of course our patent is confirmed,
Oh,
confirmed and filed.
congratulations.
And right now they told me I got to make a couple of adjustments, and they're really easy adjustments. But mainly it's so artists like yourself can be like Ray Charles per se. Ray Charles made 60 cents out of every dollar.
Mm.
Now most of you seeing artists, oh yeah, with the smartphone, because you know Ray Charles didn't have a smartphone. And then he was at a time when they was actually hanging Negroes, Strange Fruit, Billie Holiday.
That song still gives me chills.
Yeah, without a doubt. So, and we talk about art. These are the back that we standing on, and then this is what you fighting for.
And one thing I always tell people, especially being an artist, that I still perform and I create opportunities for artists, but I also perform. Art is supposed to make you feel, period. Most people want to be entertained. No, art is supposed to make you feel good. It's supposed to make you feel sad. It's supposed to make you feel confused. It's supposed to make you feel angry. It's supposed to make you feel. And if art is not making you feel, then is it art?
Right.
Or are you just putting stuff together? Like, no, like, so go and experience art that you're unfamiliar with. Go explore new things that are out there and stop just sitting in what's comfortable for you. Go to these museums. We have 3 museums. Actually, no, we have 4 museums downtown, 2 of which are free. No one knows that the Bemis Center is free. The Joslin that just opened is free. Like, go and experience these new art experiences, because it's that's what these people spend all this time for. It's one thing to be an artist and to create it for yourself or your people, but it's another thing to create art to share.
Without doubt.
But if you can't be in a space where people receive it, oh, I only want to go to what I know. No, expand your brain, my dear beloved city.
Without
Expand
doubt.
your palette and go explore something you've never heard of before. Try something new, because there's a lot of it out here. There's always that saying, there ain't nothing to do in Omaha. Lies, fairy tales, and fallacies.
Without doubt.
There's
Without
a
doubt.
whole
Stop
lot
it.
to do. Y'all just got to get outside of your comfort zone, get off of your block, take the advantage, take the drive, go somewhere and watch your brain and your body be exposed and better. It gets better because you expose it to something brand new.
Without doubt. You know, the best system is a diversity. It's proven. The ethnicities of all our cultures that mix. We need to experience it. I do it just at the African Fest, but also I'll go to the Cinco de Mayo. You know what I mean? So we got to experience the cultures of our community, without a doubt. How can they get tickets?
Absolutely. So I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it once. I might say it 3 times because we run into this all the time. The only way you can get tickets to anything at Omaha Performing Arts, with the exception of Steelhouse, you must go through ticketomaha.com. A lot of people go to orpheumtheater.com. That is a third-party site that is not accurate. So you should never be paying $300.
Yeah, but
for no.
Yeah, we got all these fraudulent pop-up sites.
So,
I deal with a lot with these pop-up sites.
So do not go to orpheumtheater.com. Do not use StubHub because you're trying to get a deal. Right. No, do not do that. Go to ticketomaha.com. Tickets are, I'm looking at it right now. The lowest ticket cost all of them are on the orchestra level, $20 to come see Robert Glasper. That is McDonald's.
Hell,
today it is McDonald's.
McDonald's, or that might be a bag.
Talk about it.
Since we got it on the ballot. Shouts out to they got Miramont on the ballot. Finally.
Oh my gosh! Finally. The highest ticket for Robert Glasper is $48, y'all.
Okay.
So please come out and see us. Ticketomaha.com. And if for Steelhouse, plugging in Steelhouse. If you go to Steelhouse, Ticketmaster. Again, do not go to orpheumtheater.com. Do not go to steelhouse.com and steelhouseomaha.com. Like these little website things are the things that trip people up, because we always deal with people that are like, oh, I spent $500 on this ticket, and our box office will tell you, like, we're sorry, but that wasn't us. You know what I'm saying? So Ticket Omaha, ticketomaha.com.
Well, you know, that's the only thing something I do. I dislike about the internet, because it's scammy. It's really scammy. When you come to broadcast TV and radio, we're regulated by Congress. We cannot lie to you guys. Well, we'll be penalized. I went to South Carolina Media Law School, and I'm very proud. Shout out to South Carolina. I think they won. I think they beat Georgia today. I thought they did. But no, here at 95.7 and any other radio station that's regulated by the FCC, we cannot come on here and tell mistruths. We can't. Internet podcasts, they can. And so anytime you get something from the internet, you got second chance, you got second chance it or second guess it, because it could be a clone site and you can get scammed. Man, I was so frustrated. Got this ticket and I'm trying to sell my tickets and everybody trying to scam off your tickets. This is America though. Anything that we forgot?
No, I'll just put it out there again. So Friday, September 27th, come down to the Holland Center for either the Culture Talk at 12, where Robert Glasper will be talking with Eric Kijiki and Sierra Lee Blackstone of the Streets A&R podcast about influence and innovation, or come to the performance. And one thing I did forget to mention, so Robert Glasper will be performing, but before him, we have our local Wakanda One, Shamari Huggins, and his partner. They will be, they will be. Shout out to my frat brother Shamari. They will be performing in the lobby, a 30-minute set at 6:30. So come see them in the lobby, and then Robert Glasper afterwards. And right after Robert, DJ Kethro will be giving us a little after party in the lobby. So we got a night of dope art on Friday, September 27th. Ticket Omaha, get your tickets. And I just wanted to say hi to Miss Martine. I saw her say, hey, hey, Miss Martine. So thank y'all so much. Continue to follow us and rock with us. We're excited to bring more to you and to our city.
Right now, Omaha, the Birds of Plus, it's going down. We got Wakanda One in rotation. See how we love our neighbors. See, y'all talk about it, y'all pray about it. We bout about it. Wakanda One, y'all. I got my man. Oh man, you are necessary. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much for having me.
You gonna lock y'all in, man. We also are promoting the concert, so hopefully we got to talk. Maybe get some tickets away. Maybe that's possible or something.
Yeah, we'll definitely follow up with that. I'm sure we can do that.
Omaha, the Birds of Bless. We got Councilwoman Johnson coming next. We're gonna talk some city politics. We're gonna talk politics. Period. Maybe we can get some the mayor's budget for the community or something, because the kids need the money. I don't know, they're getting all the money to the police, and they need to give some money on a pre side, like arts and other activities that goes on to keep kids out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really tired of that we are a reactionary society when we know arts, sports, those activities keep our children safe. It gives them the ability to explore and to challenge their venture. You know what I mean? And it also, it gives them the ability to take good risks. Mm-hmm. But we're taking money from them. They're closing all the parks. The basketball courts, Erskine Park, where I grew up, it's still not cleaned up. Mayor, Erskine Park. We got all these parks that they're not putting up basketball court. They're not putting up the infrastructure where our kids can, explore their creativity. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, Adams Park is one that I frequent a lot. That it's open, it's wide open, but that's all I can say on that.
See, I blame it on me.
No, it's fine. That's why I was like, wait.
No, because you're in arts, because you're in art and you grew up in this community, and I know you played at the playgrounds.
No, absolutely. I mean, I tell people all the time, like, we didn't have like the amount of, now there are more dance studios in the north side of town, but when we didn't start with a studio, we didn't have professional dance teachers. We were in a community center on 16th Street, no mirrors, no, we used the TV, we used each other, you know what I'm saying? So there's more that can be done to really beautify and uplift and shift our community. There's too many vacant buildings that can be transformed into things that can make our city better and make the north side of town better too. But I'll be on here for another hour and I can't do that. So
I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Since you mentioned Wakanda One, they will be opening up for Robert Gasper.
Absolutely.
You know how we do it, baby. Boss with it. Time is on our side. Is it? Time is clicking by. Johnny Rogers said that we only live 740 months on the average. 61 years. 740 months is not a lot of months, y'all. Pulse with us.
Time we have is right now. Forget about the time, just enjoy the ride, just enjoy the ride on. We can slide on, going where you can't even get no doubts on. Never alone, with you by my side, you don't complain, you like to ride. We going that way, our movement's unique. You be queening, I be scheming, we achieving all our dreams, and oh yeah, we out here feeling right. And when we talk, we be speaking live. And when we walk, we remain alive. Happy or alive. It's so necessary when the world cold like February. Baby, this a movement, we gon' steady cruise it. Them folks be watching, but we peep the way they creep. Going off the grid with my baby love. Time the last thing that we thinking of. Oh, the only time we have is right now. Forget about the time, just enjoy the ride, just enjoy the ride. The only time we have is right now. Forget about the time, just enjoy the ride, just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy the ride. Ooh, time is on your side. 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 Time is on your side.
All right. Shouts out to my man, Aaron Derel Gregory. He got a lot of names. This dude got a lot of names, but Robert Gasper is going to be coming here in concert. That right there was Conda One. With Conda One's going to be opening up for Robert Gasper. Local artists. I got another local artist right here. We've been promoting this event on our station, The Awakening. I can't even pronounce the last word. What's the last? How you know how to spell?
Renewing Ascension in Women is the event. Shout out to Angelica Stevenson for putting this on. Angelic Expressive Connections. We got basically a really good event coming through that is centered around Angelica Stevenson herself telling people all types of goods about just helping women advance is the main agenda. So there's that. I myself, Alan Stevenson, I'll be doing just a little bit of poetry and then keeping the children occupied. I know my children are going to get on here and say a little bit as well. They got some artwork that's going to be presented. My daughter, for sale. There we go. My daughter, if I recall, one of my daughters has made some dresses, and I believe Angelica is even going to be modeling a little bit of that action as well. So, just a super awesome event coming through on Sunday.
This Sunday?
This Sunday.
And where's going to be located at again?
We're going to be at the Thompson Center. What do we got? 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. So, so it's a jam-packed day. So it's going to go by fast. But, 8 a.m., 12 p.m., Thompson Center.
Now, this event is mainly to uplift women in all types of different types of, I think, realms and dimensions, because they got different types of experts, as far as with the body and the mind. That's going to be at this event. So women can, self-heal, self-heal without a doubt. You got a poem. Give us an example of your talent.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
So today we call it Making Money Monday.
Making Money Monday. I
So
like that.
we don't talk about actually dollars and cents. We talk about the behaviors that bring dollars and cents, like you guys are doing, collaborating, partnering, using consignment, saving and investing, and then the best system of them all is mutualism, not capitalism or socialism or even communism. The best system is I need you and you need I. Like we're
Gotcha.
practicing right now, mutualism.
Most definitely.
So,
All right,
so I don't know if you want to talk about money or just of how we need to work together.
A lot of times when I do the poems, it's just me coming and telling people how I feel for a small stretch. So I'll give you guys that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I ask myself every day, what meals can I eat to better my head? Feed the body. If you feed your body the right nutrition, then you will be able to successfully propel and complete your missions. Feed your soul. This one I have had trouble with because the calories that I have consumed have been empty. Scrolling social media pages, wondering if someone has something to say when they have their opinions about spiritual needs. It didn't really meet mine. So that didn't really give me meat for the mind. Feed my intuition. I was supposed to do that as well, but there have been portions of me arguing with the highest of high powers, asking him for more hours and trying to make sense out of everything that was given. We made peace that day. Feed your heart. Pay attention to where you start, because if you have a goal in the ending, you cannot get there if you start wrong. You have to start strong. And also feed your wallet. That one has been a little bit tougher for me because I did not like capitalism. I found myself arguing with the system. Trading time for money was not my favorite ideal, but my family needed to have food on the table, so the trade became worth it. One day I'm going to get out of it. One day. Feed your soul. This one is the most important one. I have to mention it twice because if you feed your soul, then you can feed your life. Thank you.
All right, sound good. Sound good. Without doubt, I keep telling you how health is wealth. Health is wealth, and the soul is part of part of that equation. Without doubt. I see you got the. Would you bring the whole crew up here since you got all these young people?
Slide out the way.
6 of our 8.
6 of the 8. So 8 is enough, y'all. It was a story like that before. So who's coming up next? Say hi. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Avis.
Avis? Okay, sure. I need to rent a car from you. I need to rent a car from you, Avis.
Not Avis, pronounce it.
Adis.
Adis. Okay. I thought you said Avis. I said, man, you own a rent a car company too. So, how you spell your name? Avis.
Adis.
Okay. Very unique name. Okay. So, what are you gonna be doing at your event? What's your role?
I'm going to sell paintings and toys.
Okay. So you paint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. Well, I'm looking forward to. And you say selling toys. You make toys also, or you buying them and reselling them?
Giving away ones at work.
Okay. All right. So you got talent then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How tall are you? You look kind of tall. What grade you in?
I'm in 3rd.
Okay. All right. Good. You pay bills?
No.
Oh man. I wish I could be a 3rd grader. Because I pay bills, without a doubt. How old is a 3rd grade? How old are you?
9.
9? Okay, that's a great age. I'm 59. I got a 5 in front of my 9. I'm fine though. 59 and fine. So what you want to do So you're a painter. What do you want to do when you grow up? At my age, what's
Construction.
instructions? So you want to get instructions?
No, constructions.
Oh, construction. So you want to be builder. So you want to build the next pyramid? You know, they ain't built a pyramid in many thousands of years. We need another pyramid.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, see, there we go. See, I like that confidence. You heard it here first. You could be building the first pyramid since the BC, before Christ. All right. Well, we appreciate you. You're going to be at your mom event this weekend. So you're looking forward. So make sure you guys come out this Sunday. This young man is going to be selling his artwork. He's going to be selling his toys. We want to make sure that we support kidpreneurs. You a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, kidpreneur. Kidpreneur. I added, entrepreneur, kidpreneur. Since you got your own product and services. So, well, I'm glad you came here today. It's nice meeting you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So who we got next on the bill? Who's coming next?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, 9 years old, third grade, man. I wish I could have that. Who's next?
No, it's almost
Okay.
You can sit on my lap.
Okay, well.
I do.
Huh?
Keep my hoodie.
You want to
Okay.
sit on my lap too?
Okay, now
Hi, y'all. It's me again.
welcome back. Welcome back. So so you brought 6 of your kids with you this time.
About 4 of them.
4. Oh yeah, 4. I can't count.
It's just 8 of us.
Okay. I'm glad you didn't call your husband a kid. Oh, but he is a big kid over there. I know you got to be a big kid, especially with all these kids. You got to be able to, you got to be able to play. So, how's the event? Give us like a recap again. What's going to be happening Sunday?
For me?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, okay. No. Oh, so are you supposed to be speaking? Oh, okay. Now, what's your name, Amazon? Sorry about that.
Amra.
One more time.
Amra.
Amra. Spell that for me.
Amhra.
That's very unique.
Thank you.
Does it mean anything? What does it mean? They didn't tell you yet what it meant? Because it's very unique. A name like that gotta mean something.
It does. What does it mean? Remember your song. Her name means wonderful, self-confident soul.
Okay. Wonderful, self-confident. Okay.
Yes.
So are you gonna be what you gonna be doing Sunday? Well, what are you gonna be doing? Singing, dancing? You got artwork? What?
Selling paintings.
Oh, you paint too?
Yes.
Okay, God, you guys are a talented family then. Yeah, bless you. So what kind of paintings do you like painting? Like people or animals?
Abstract.
Oh, you know the word too. I was gonna say the word, but so you smart. What grade you in?
Third.
Third grade?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you smart then. Yeah, you pay bills?
No.
Okay, good. She said it with authority. No. I pay bills. You want to pay some of my bills?
No.
Yep, there you go. At least she's honest. We need more honest people around here these days, y'all. I think we need to listen to kids. They're pretty honest. You pretty honest? She hesitated. I kind of. Well, at least she's not lying. She said, "I don't say silence." My mom always taught me, if you don't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk to mommy now. Or what's the little one name? What's your name?
Would you like to talk? Okay.
What's your name?
Autumn.
Autumn. Is everybody name start with an A?
Yes. We're the A team, literally.
Okay. All right. Okay. See, I caught on that. How old are you, Autumn?
Good.
3?
No. Yeah.
How old are you?
How old are you?
3. Oh.
She's
Yeah,
this month.
3. I got a grandson your age. I love 3-year-olds. You know that. Well, I like all ages. Well, it's nice to meet you.
So good to meet you too.
I can miss it too.
All right, thank you. Well, you're smart. You can talk real well.
Can you tell them what you'll be doing at the event? What will you be doing, Autumn?
Buses. I got stage walkies. I got Marshall and my.
Okay, all right. Well, shoot, we're gonna buy all that. Angelica, won't you give us a recap of what's going to be happening this Sunday and how people can get tickets, and then also tickets are you can write it off the IRS. It's like a donation because you can have meetings. It's actually you're going to be receiving some counseling. And so you guys actually can write this off, this contribution.
Very true. So this Sunday coming up, what we're gonna have is a special fall activity because on that day is actually the first start of the autumn season.
Okay.
So it's gonna be all about letting go of old ways, old habits, old thoughts, old speaking, falling away the old to make room for the new.
Okay.
So we're also having a special keynote from me called the 5 Stages of Ascension, helping you to achieve self-actualization from the inside out
Okay.
by having a partnership with God. We have a business consultant coming in from Lincoln, Nebraska. We have a 24-hour local cleaning business here in Omaha. We'll be sharing some cleaning demonstration and hacks to help cleaning easier for you. We have a financial registered agent coming to help you learn how to accumulate money on a tax-free basis.
Mm-hmm.
We also have health and wellness coaches and information resources from Harmony Wellness, dealing with T's and pH balance and detoxing, as well as Muscle House Enterprises, giving health and wellness resources, as well as 4-minute workouts. So make sure, ladies, you bring something to work out in. I'll be changing, like he said, throughout the event, so I can participate in all this too. And we have 3 giveaways going on. We're giving away some gently worn used shoes. There's some beautiful boots that I can't fit, but their first size is 8 to 8.5. And then we have 2 giveaways for Crossroad Angels. They are one distance 60-minute Reiki session.
Okay.
And then a child session. So when you come and attend, you put your name and pick which one that you want to be entered in the giveaway. And we'll do that towards the end of the event. And then we have networking, and tickets are only $36 actually right now. They've been discounted because this month is a very special month. Like 3 meaningful experiences have happened to me this month. So I took those numbers and I added them together and I put some spice on the price.
Okay. All right. How can they contact you?
You can contact me at 402-819-9016. That's my business line. Or you can reach out on Facebook, Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, we're on YouTube. Angelic Expressive Connections is our handle. Email is angelicexpressiveconnections@gmail.com. Yes, what is it?
Nothing.
But you're putting up numbers like you want to, like I'm missing something. Am I missing something?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
.com. And then also there will be local artists along with my children, so their paintings, another youth artist who does paintings and buttons, and another local artist who's won many awards. She's 18. She's has had paintings on different buildings in Omaha, and she'll be selling some of her work as well. We really are about uplifting each other and also supporting each other too, and giving people the opportunity to come and helping the youth, because we are the mothers to the next generations. Learning starts in the womb. So we must first educate and uplift ourselves so we can uplift our children. And Envision Academy, who will be there, is an organization who helps parents to learn their children's strength for their education, so they can learn by strength and let that be their drive and motivation to achieve great things in this world.
All right. Well, thanks for coming through. We appreciate y'all. Of course, we got the ad in rotation, so people will, stay consistently aware.
I got one more. Come on, young man.
Okay. So, how you doing? What's your name?
Arayan.
Reagan.
Arayan.
Arayan. Okay, that sounds like an African god or something like that. What's your superpower? You got superpowers?
Yes, you do.
What's your superpower? Is that you're smart? I heard you were real smart. That's what someone told me. What grade you in?
First grade.
First grade. Man. I wish I was young again. I'm going to be the first Black Benjamin Button, so I am getting younger. I just haven't got there yet. So, what are you going to be doing at the event Sunday? Paintings? Yeah. Okay, all right. So you guys full of artists, huh? So are you ready for Sunday? Okay. All right. Well, Omaha, he's kind of shy. This is his first time. And, sometimes superstars are shy, but that's the way it is. So make sure you guys come out this Sunday. The ad's going to be in rotation. Make sure you take advantage of this opportunity, young ladies, to explore you and find your vision and find your your power.
Yeah.
Angelica Stevenson is doing it this weekend. We got a collection of other experts that focus on the mental and the physical and the spiritual healing.
Yes. Also, parenting and your life management too. There you go.
Without a doubt. So we about to get out of here. We got our next guest coming up, Councilwoman Johnson will be up next. All right. In the meantime, you know what you're supposed to do. Boss with us.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Anytime. You're welcome back. We got to take a quick break, y'all, and then we'll be right back with you. Boss with us.
Me talk to the streets for a minute. It all started out with history. Wanted to get cash. Daddy grew up with. Well, let the clip pass. Slugs hit his whole front door and gave him whiplash. His homies tried to jump on the gym. Right after gym class. Out here balling on the things that we going through now. Never thought things would change. He backed me up when I was in court for letting them hangers swing. Beefing with them, they knew my nana's name. I was a little badass kid. I could get some dope, test them, kiss you goodnight without a mistletoe. Having the game on lock. It's in the figure four. Homies that you looked up to was ass flipping coke. He was a big fish out with some small fries. They plan was to murder this kid, and I was the fall guy. And I remember the night that I was hog tied for 5400 block. The apartheid. But these are the days he hit the back streets. His coach said he had real potential to be an athlete, and he still do, because he turned his hood into a track meet. And gun is in goes down. You could have cheek. So if you're living so fast, you need to slow it down. Heavy is the head that wears it. But you can hold the crown grinding on these northside streets. It's hard to maintain. Little kids is out here dying. It's all the same thing. I could look in his eyes, see the judge her. You never knew her brother was blood. She caught the slug first, the pain just too much to bear. But the drugs work, walking through the gray yard at night, just to hug dirt. Through all the years with my falling peers. When you get the call, you know the dawn is near. I give it all to have my partners here. Paul Bears sitting in Carmen's chair. It's Killer Paul, we some martyrs here. I know my homies done, been through a lot. But we still stand, my baby mama said I ain't. She need a real man, but ever since Jimbo been gone. And they kill brain, it's hard to even focus out here, let alone feel pain. Cause even on the sunniest days, I can feel rain and they say, keep my head on the clouds. Cause times are healed, Jay. My times is now, we gon' have it all. My time is now, and I'd rather ball. So they say,
till things start getting clearer. Till things start getting clearer. Till things start getting clearer. I'll be looking through the smoke that's in my mirror. Till things start getting clearer. Till things start getting clearer. Till things start getting clearer. I'll be looking through the smoke that's in my mirror. Till things start getting clearer.
One person is dead. Another person has been arrested after a shooting early yesterday morning. Omaha police got a call. This is about 4 o'clock regarding gunfire at the charges the suspect with murder and weapons charges.
Smoke that's in my mirror, my eyes. Things start getting smoke that's in my.
All right, Omaha, the Birds are blessed again. Today is winning. Making money Monday. We focus on the behaviors that make money: bartering, collaborating, partnering, using consignment, saving, investing, and using the best system of them all. Not capitalism, not communism, not socialism, mutualism, a system where I need you and you need I. So let's be purposeful today on, supporting each other, partnering. Let's bring each other ideals to fruition. Let's bring it from the abstract to the concrete, um, because it's necessary. I want to thank our previous guest, the Stevenson family, for coming through. Brother Gregory from Omaha Performing Arts. I want to thank him for coming through this morning. And then now we're going to be interviewing our councilwoman shortly. I think she has to take an important phone call, and then we'll be talking to her about some city politics. So in the meantime, we're going to continue to let you enjoy the music. And like I said, I was able to submit a patent and got our patent stuff back, and looking forward to making some adjustments so we can create some history in the music business. If you do music, make sure you email it to me at William at 957fmtheboss.com, and we can get you started. So like I said, we got our next guest, Councilwoman Johnson, is here. We're going to sit down and talk some city politics, and the election is coming up, and we need to get you guys involved. City politics, county, state politics, federal politics matter. The presidential race. The presidential race. People want to put a lot of focus on the presidential race, but the presidential race is not really that. The electoral college elected president, y'all. I know we want all you guys popular vote. I know the electoral college is supposed to follow the popular vote, and majority of the time they do. But it's the electoral college that elects the president. We elect everybody from Congress on down. All right, so when y'all get on this Trump stuff that he's going to be a dictator and all this stuff, no, it's impossible. First of all, it's impossible. Then y'all worry about this. In media, they create the fear based off what they want to create the fear of. And everybody talking about this 2025, whatever this thing is.
Project 2025.
Yeah, but it's happening right now. They taking DEI right now. Y'all worry about something in the future. Let's worry about what's happening now. See, we got all you guys are so many followers. When are we gonna be leaders? They're attacking us right now. All these DEI, and y'all worrying about some plan that haven't even happened. I mean, I thought y'all was intelligent. We smart over here. I came from a mama that couldn't read and write. You expected me not to. You expected to have generation to generation of us being illiterate. No, it stopped. And so I got a councilwoman in here. She is an important part of our community. She's been on the forefront of all issues, especially this last issue when it came to the police. It was a unified message from the politicians all the way down to the clergy.
Right.
Yeah,
We did that a couple of weeks ago.
Mhm.
We did have much headway when we unified. We call that collaborative communication.
Right. Now, there were two people missing. I didn't see two people, and they former police officers. One's supposed to be running for mayor. I didn't see John Ewan there, and I thought John Ewan should have been there for a police officer running for mayor. And then also Tommy Warren. I love both of them brothers, so don't be saying I talk behind their back. Because they former police officers, and that was showing even more authority. But I know Tommy works for the administration, so we'll. But future Mayor Ewing,
wow,
I'm gonna encourage you to because if we need our leaders to be in the forefront,
right? And we are doing that.
Right.
So this example that we had 2 weeks ago, whereby the IMA.
Mm-hmm.
We had Urban League And we also had the NAACP. They presented a united front to address some concerns regarding that shooting. The investigation is still underway, but the overall concern was the no knock. And did we need to evaluate that further? As you know, when that procedure was put in place, it's been many, many, many years ago. And me having a technology background, I know the importance of always reevaluating processes. So no knock needs to be reevaluated. Is that the do all of things in terms of how we apprehend someone that we're looking for?
Right.
And so we were effective in our efforts by bringing that to the Omaha attention in terms of whether or not that should be something that we could, is there something else that we could have done, or at least just stop and think about when and where we should execute that tool.
Right. Well, I was at a meeting, and my man, Leo brought up the scenario that the police actually brought fentanyl from him, or he sold it to them. They should have arrested him right there. You know what I mean? Because fentanyl is a dangerous drug. It's killing people.
Right.
So why? So I think we need. I'm being a former probation officer now, and I'm pro police, but we got to even look at how the police are selling drugs on our street. Also, they selling drugs. That's how they catch people. So are the police drug dealers too now? Or are they on the side of law so they can catch criminals? I think everything needs to be evaluated because like you said, even in no knock, it puts officers in jeopardy. Also, officers becoming killed. Also,
right? Yeah, the no knock is a risk, a huge risk, not only for the person that is being apprehended, but also for our police officers. So again, we need to reevaluate those things as far as when could they have arrested him, things of that nature. We really can't say because that information hasn't been provided to us just yet. As we begin to investigate this more thorough, we will find out that in the coming days ahead. But the light at the end of the tunnel, the police chief did temporarily suspend no knock. So our efforts did not go in vain. They were acknowledged, they were addressed, and we now have a suspension of no knock until we can take a better look at that very issue. So again, when we do collaborative communication, we get
results,
good outcomes.
Right.
And that's something that should be very much noted, and we should be putting our hats on, touting our accomplishments, our wins. We should be singing that to the rooftop because let's face it, in terms of us unifying and working together with one common conversation, one common goal, one mission, that's very rarely done.
Without doubt. So that's the reason why I wanted to talk about it first, because I really haven't seen nothing like that since Reverend Reynolds died. And when Reverend Reynolds used the old leader of the former leader of the NAACP, every time there was an incident, he and Senator Chambers did a press conference.
Right.
They were always in the forefront. This is the first time I've seen something like that in almost 15 years.
Right.
Honestly.
Right. But yesterday I attended Morning Star Baptist Church. And I saw something again that happened back in my day when I was growing up in terms of the preacher. In the community in which I grew up in, the preacher was very effective in calling the call. bringing
I agree with you.
attention.
I agree with you. So by having all the ministers together, NAACP, Urban League, and then politicians, the concerned politicians that were there, that was so significant.
Right. And so I would suggest that we bring those effective practices back into play today.
Yes.
And then when we look at our children today, for the example, the 14-year-old that is currently in custody as a result of a shooting, there's information in the street, whether it's true or not, there's information in the street that suggests that this young man was being bullied. Now, again, I'm not promoting wrong information. I'm simply saying that that's what's happening in the street, that this child was being bullied.
Well, obviously,
So if the child was being bullied back in the day when preachers were very much the promoters of social change, we would have a community where that child would have theoretically had an opportunity to speak to others, to help him navigate through that issue.
Well, Councilwoman, I wrote a grant when all that money came down and we didn't get funded to develop a mediation center, to develop a conflict resolution groups.
Right.
It did not get funded by Omaha Community. What was it? Foundation. Anything. I'm just sick of us. We said we're so smart, but we really don't take the effort. See what you guys did. It actually worked. But you get roadblocks and obstacles when you actually are implementing solutions, and I'm so tired of it.
Right. So one of the most challenging things as a city council member is to identify the needs of a community, right?
Right.
So one of the things that I'm charged with is to identify what are the things that are most prevailing to my community, and in order for them to fire on all cylinders and be effective.
Are you trying to find different approaches in order to get those solutions in the forefront because of all the past obstacles and just our environment here? Because you got to maneuver,
Right. So we have a number of nonprofit agencies. Okay. What are those agencies doing? Do they have, I'm not saying that they don't, but they have a mission statement that says, I am going to be the leader in providing goods and services to address mental health. That might be their mission statement.
Right.
In my community and in the overall community of Omaha, are we all aware of who addresses mental health? Okay.
It does.
So we kind of need to know where these tools, where these resources are in order for us to leverage them.
Right.
Okay. So we have a lot of programs and they're designed to address these issues that we're having or we're facing in the community. But I'm not so sure that the message is loud enough for those in need to actually leverage those opportunities.
Right.
So how do we, so the question becomes, how do we address that? How do we get that message out to those individuals that are in need of those services so that they can get those services?
Right. I agree with you. It goes back to what God said in the Bible, we're destroyed because of lack of knowledge. And so that's why we're here at 95.7 The Boss. We had 3 different guests today. We try to bring you as much knowledge as possible. And we're finishing with top knowledge because when we talk about politics, it affects the core of our life. Now, Councilwoman, where are you from? Are you from here? Who are you? It could be, for those that people are always hear snapshots or stories, or but you control your own narrative. So where are you from? What high school did you go to?
Right.
And
Well, I'm glad you asked. So
are you a mother, your grandmother? I mean, let's talk about
yeah.
the human side of you.
Well, see, I was born here, here in Omaha, Nebraska. My parents is Lovey Johnson, and my father's name is James, also affectionately called Bullet Johnson. He owned a confection store off
Okay.
of 20th and Lake.
Okay.
He was very, very, very much entrepreneur driven.
Okay.
So I would say that my entrepreneur spirit probably is a direct reflection of his
Okay.
ability to navigate that. He provided, candy and stuff back in the day. Kids were very mobile, and they were running back and forth to the confection store to get their sweets and their snacks and things like that. And so he was able to provide that and was very effective in the North Omaha community. A number of people in his era were very knowledgeable of him and his drive for people. My mother was going to school to be a nurse. She didn't quite finish that. Then my mother and father separated, and then the transition of the family came about, and then I was moved to East St. Louis
Okay.
to live with my grandparents. And my family in East St. Louis were all educators. And so education and politics was oftentimes a conversation that would happen daily at our tables when we were eating.
Right.
So much of my advocacy and my drive for social injustice and things like that were a derivative of that background. Then I moved after a teenage pregnancy. I moved back to Omaha so that my family could help me with the support of parenting with a young boy. And then I went to school, and
Well, high school.
I went to I went to Macmillan,
Okay.
and then my son had asthma, and now I'm looking at asthma in terms of the things that I'm hearing about
Right.
asthma. I kind of now connect the dots as to maybe that was the reason why he was having or struggling with asthma. But nonetheless, the school system didn't provide for the absence, the number of days impacted my ability to continue with school on a traditional landscape. So I had to get my GED. But the beauty of that was that I was able to do a fast track and go to college much sooner than my other counterparts.
Okay.
So by the time I was 18 years of age, I had already completed my associate degree, and therefore it landed me to entry level position at a plasma center.
Okay.
And I stayed there and worked my way up to a general manager. I stayed there for over 20 years. And then I went back to school and got my bachelor's degree. And prior to me becoming city council, I was working on my master's degree in business.
Okay. Okay.
So
Cool.
that's
So is you from here then? You from here?
yes.
Shouts out to East St. Louis. I know we got Rib Shack Smokehouse. I know their family's going through something right now, and they're from St. Louis. And they be feeding this community, so without a doubt. So you're in politics now. I had a few questions when it comes to politics.
Okay.
Why did you get into politics? Because you got a good job. You work for Union Pacific. Why get in that realm?
Well, as I had stated earlier, politics had been something that was breeded. It was something that was an everyday conversation during my childhood. And so I've always had or was taught to believe that it was everyone's responsibility to make sure not just your household was being taken care of, fed, clothed, things like that, but it was everyone's responsibility as a community collectively to make sure that everyone was doing the best that they could do.
Right.
So quite naturally, with that background, that propelled me to this thought process that I wanted to do more. I wanted to see more accomplishments um, in the community in which I live, but I felt that I could have bring some more leverage, bring some more opportunities for the community as a whole. And I mean, not that anything was necessarily going wrong, but I just thought that certainly with my education, certainly with my ability to lead and encourage others, that this would bring me to a space and time that I can do more. And especially when, as you mentioned, I'm already working at a Fortune 500 company. And if I wanted to be selfish, I quite naturally, I could have done that. But again, the need to include other inclusion and that thrive and that responsibility to do that was something that has always been at the front of my thought process. It was just something that my family encouraged me to do, and now I'm just continuing that legacy, if you will.
So you have connections in St. Louis because that was your foundation of your early teachings in regards to politics. Raised in Omaha, so you could have chose either city. Why Omaha?
I chose Omaha again because I had a son out of wedlock, teenage son. As a teenager, I had a son and I needed some support. I needed some parental guidance. I needed some
Elders.
Yeah, and
For counsel, for real.
yeah, and the individuals that were very effective in bringing me up as an adult, they had passed on,
Right.
and so I didn't have that nucleus, that family that surrounded me and comfort me. That was gone in East St. Louis, so I needed to move on
Right.
and try to find something similar to that. And that was here in Omaha with my other family on my father's side. So
Okay, good. So what has been your toughest challenge? Life, politics, education. What's been your toughest challenge?
At City Council, again, we're going to go back to this collaborative communication. That has been a huge challenge for us as community individuals. There's a lot of miscommunication that happens in our community, and it has had a profound impact on our ability to reach sources. And those sources could be jobs, those sources could be nonprofit agencies, they could span from a variety of things. But that ability to communicate within the community has been a huge challenge, and those barriers continue. So, throughout my legacy as city council member, I have been trying to encourage us to speak positive things into the atmosphere. Because if we want things to be different, if we want to value things, we have to be the change agents. It cannot be a one individual that promotes self and not others.
Right.
Okay, we have to do things for ourselves. Don't get me wrong, we have to do things to promote ourselves, but without the inclusion of others, we can't continue to grow that way. We have to be able to include others. When I make a decision about something, it should not be primarily about what I want to do. It should be, I should take into account of how this will how this will impact others.
Right.
Will it be a good thing? Will it be a bad thing?
Yeah. You got to have foresight when we make decisions, because it's positive and sometimes negative results from the decisions, and we can test those theories and hypotheses even before we make those decisions.
Right.
Now,
And so when we look at District 2,
mhm.
many of the individuals that are part of District 2 have no awareness that the Riverfront Park, the new park downtown on Farnham, is actually in their district.
So how can and I want to kind of switch to your last opponent. Why did you run against Ben Gray? And then the last time I spoke to Brother Ben Gray, I asked him this particular question that ConAgra, you get all these corporations that get tax relief, and those taxes should be coming to our district. Even Mecca, that's downtown, is in your district.
Right.
Who's Senator Chambers? Okay, hold on 1 second. Who Senator Chambers was able to negotiate the turnback tax because of that revenue. So how can we look at who gets tax breaks? Because we got all these corporations get tax breaks, then they leave, like ConAgra. I think another company is about to leave too, a big company. And this is under the mayor's watch.
That would be Kellogg.
Yeah, Kellogg's. I said all these companies get big tax break, and then also our state auditors looking at how they use TIF money now. Okay. And he looked at how they using it in regards to this to the streetcar. So I know that's a lot, but
so we're going to go back to your original question, which is, I believe, something to the effect of why run against Ben Gray.
Yeah, why do you run against Ben Gray? Why? I mean, why? And then this next election is coming. So let's stay on that. Why did you run against Ben Gray? And how are you preparing for this next election? Because you can expect him probably to come back running, and you can expect some other people to come back running. So tell us a little bit about both. Why'd you run against him, and how are you preparing for your next opponents? Because it's going to be coming up in the next 4 or 5 months.
Right. Of course, Ben Gray is a huge legacy in the District 2 area. And when we're looking at growth, when we're looking at we aspire, it's just natural for us as humans to aspire to be like our mentors.
Right.
So Ben Gray, as a city council person, I was able to look at the things that he offered and provided to the district. And he was somewhat of a mentor to me, and something that I wanted to aspire to become.
Okay.
And so, taking a page out of his book, I wanted to see what I could do to even broaden that for the community, so that it could expand even further.
Right.
That reach, that development, that opportunities. I felt as though that I could do, even take that inspiration that he brought to the table, brought to the community. I could broaden that and expand that better. And so there I became, there was this need for me to run for city council. But if we look at history, we're always looking at mentors. We're looking at what they do and seeing what we can do to to broaden that range.
Right. So how are you preparing for this next election? Because right now we get the presidential election in November, but the city races are in May next year. So it's coming up. Didn't this 4 years go by quick for you?
It did. It was really quick, fast.
Right.
It's almost like yesterday. But I mean, so yes, I am preparing for the race. I believe that my work has been noted. My work has been very clear. We look at a number of things, different projects that I've been involved in. We're talking about cleaning up an area one block at a time over at 28th in Miami. We have a development project underway. If you go over in that area today, you will see that area has been spruced up.
Mhm.
We're not talking the talk, we're talking and doing and placing our movement into action. That area is being blossomed and brought to the forefront, the attention of what the beautification of a neighborhood
Mhm.
should look like
Right.
when we collectively take care of our properties.
Mhm.
Now, I understand that since for a long time there are a number of vacant lots in our property, but they still need to be kept up.
Okay.
And so this area is showing what we can do with those vacant lots. We
Right.
still can cut them. Yes, the property owner may live out of town. Yes, the property owner may be the city of Omaha,
Right.
but collectively as a unit, we are addressing that area and trying to um, show the example
Mhm.
for others to follow.
Right.
So, again, I encourage you to go there. We have two young men that have taken the lead in that effort and keeping that area cleaned up,
Mhm.
grass cut, because, again, we're trying to demonstrate not by just talking, but through action, that we can collectively, one block at a time, show a better community. And that's what we're doing. That's just one of the examples.
Mhm.
You are the byproduct of another example. When we talk about media, there was an item on the city council agenda that's talked about lead
Mhm.
remediation. And initially, there were three major media outlets that were being promoted to receive funding to get the education out to the community.
Mhm.
A number of people came to city council to express that the dynamics of those impacted by lead most often did not have the ability to look at mainstream media for their information base,
Mhm.
and that entities like your media platform and others
Mhm.
were more effective or more impactful or had a opportunity to reach those individuals to get the information that this program regarding lead removal
Mhm.
was underway.
Right.
So of course that helped you with
It could
with
getting finance and being part of the media. Uh, um,
it brought light to what services you brought or
mhm.
you bring to the community.
Right.
In addition to that, I've been working on contractors,
Uh-huh.
elevating those resources, and currently looking at bringing about some more opportunities to contractors.
Okay.
So we're working on that. So there's a lot of things that I've worked on in addition to develop relationships with, been in the room for different the churches, or
Mhm.
they have their anniversaries. I'm there. There are ribbon cuttings. Most recently, we had Centrus move to across the street from the old Cleopatra
Okay. Okay. I see that. Okay.
on Ames Street, right there. That will bring in revenue for the city, revenue
Mhm.
for Centrus. It's going to be a credit union. We did a groundbreaking on Friday, I believe
Mhm.
it was, and they're expanding their reach in the community.
Right.
These are things that the council representative is involved in and working on to improve relationships.
How can since you're talking about that banking institution, I know Carver is trying to gain some traction, but we got a lot of institution from 30th Street, from 31st Street to 72nd Street, and yet we still have a loan problem where they still don't loan our businesses the finances that they need in order to to grow. So how can we start the conversation where we can look at the CRA, their community reinvestment that they're supposed to be giving each of those banks.
Right.
How can we set up a meeting with them, because we got to be intentional 2025. Um, like the IRS, we need to audit all of them, because they in our neighborhood, they take our money, but do they reinvest into our youth programs? Do they reinvest into our churches? Do they reinvest into anything besides just we putting our money into their institutions?
So remember you initially
So how can we start that conversation, because it is
remember
making money Monday,
right.
and we need some money.
Remember you initially started the conversation off of one of the huge challenges as a city council member.
That's what I
You
mean.
remember that? And I said this communication,
Right.
right? So we want to make sure that we're not informed about what contributions are being made,
Right.
right?
Heck yeah.
So we have to do our homework. We have to do our research to see what is being done. And once we've identified what is being done, then we want to leverage and talk about what additional things can be done, right?
Right. Heck yeah, without a doubt.
Now, we all know that North Omaha has a problem with capital.
Heck yeah.
Okay, we know that that's a big deal, but we don't know certain that what those issues are.
Right.
So we need to identify what those issues are. We do know that there's been an emergence of banks coming into North Omaha.
Yes. So
And we know that since we have an emergence of banks coming into our area, that is a sign that conversations are being had regarding capital, regarding CRA.
I agree with you from the top level, but from the bottom up, that conversation.
And so that's where the city council member becomes the advocator to bridge that gap from the top to the least, right?
Right.
So those conversations are underway. But as a city council representative, that representative is not able to promote or talk about those conversations until they become home runs, right? So that would be like, I come into your office and I identify a problem here, right? Let's say that I'm just throwing that out there. This is not real. This is just fiction.
Well, no,
But
we need capital, banks, centrists.
Let's say I came.
We talk about some real stuff.
Let's say I came into your office, and there was cups on the floor. There was the floor was dirty and things like that. Now, would that be good for me to say openly to the community that, I came into William King's office, it was a mess, and I had to sit down with him. I had to talk to him and tell him that, you could do a little bit better than that. How would that make you feel? Would that promote you to do the right thing? Or should I come and say, hey,
I think
and then we have a meeting of the minds, and then William says, Juanita, you were right. You were on point.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to implement these changes.
Right. But
and so
it's only a few people that got open minds. So you're one Black woman on the city council.
Right.
And I tell everybody who can't mess with, we fight over here for real for our women. So I've seen a lot of intentional roadblocks put in front of you.
Right.
I see intentional roadblocks put in front of you.
Right.
So how do you maneuver around that? How do you maneuver around that in order to get our agenda move forward? Because you actually need their votes.
I do. But when we look at the grand scheme of things, I'm living my relationships on city council we have to look at the fact that, remember the communication breakdown
Right.
we talked about.
Because is it lack of respect for the black woman in power? Because it seems like it's and I've seen it, so sometime I'm trying to be nice, passive aggressive behavior or microaggressions. You ask a question and they ignore you. And the one thing they talk about all the time, that you call a guy a smart ass. I don't think nothing wrong with that. A smart ass, because you didn't come a dumb ass.
But
So
that
means he's smart.
But here we go again. Here we go again.
But you have to say that because of an obstacle put in front of you.
But here we go again.
Mhm.
Why we need to look at processes and procedures. They should always be reevaluated, right? So the example that you gave regarding my answer to someone that was being difficult to me, in the world that I live in, there was nothing wrong with that word.
It ain't nothing wrong with smart ass.
In the world that I live in, okay?
Right.
But if you live in 1990 and the early 2000s, perhaps there was a lot wrong with that word. But again, that's why we should always promote looking at processes and procedures and evolving and changing when we need to.
The election's coming up. The city council is tomorrow. Is there anything on the agenda that we need to be focused on or worried about?
We're going to be revisiting the need for the 18 firefighters that we voted on last week. The the union presented a resolution to city council to add 18 individuals.
Is that do they got the same police chief? Is it McClare?
No, we have a female.
Is it different? Different. Okay.
We had was Olsen prior to her, and the young lady that's new. She's been there about a year, 2 years now.
Why is the and I know personal reason, the big house, the mayor house, Massa and them. If you don't support certain people during the elections, they retaliate. And to me, this is retaliation. We need firefighters. Most of the budget went towards police. 40%, almost half of the budget went towards police. 43% of the budget went to Omaha Police Department. The mayor's budget, half the budget to the police. So, and there's no money for youth programs on the front end to keep youth out of jail, especially with this influx of 11, 14-year-olds. But
we have to be important. Remember, we talked about communication. The juvenile is not under the city's wheelhouse, right?
Right. No, I'm talking about the mayor's budget.
Okay.
When it comes to police, I know the county commissioners handle juvenile justice and like that. I'm a former probation officer, so I understand each level of responsibility. But I'm talking about the mayor's budget specifically. Because a portion of that could have went to Step Up program. We already know that Step Up has been a proven science that if you've got jobs, they're less likely to get in trouble. And so I'm just asking from a city council perspective, because you have power over that, or say so, that 43% of the budget goes to police, and we're talking about no-knock warrants versus not giving any setting up a portion of that, maybe 10% of that 40%, where the police can collaborate with nonprofits in the community, so they can engage in more proactive criminal justice activities on the front end. So, I mean, I think we can do a lot of different stuff, and I think it's wrong for the fire department based off of personal grudges because somebody didn't get. I could say this. I'm my own man. See, none of y'all gave me no money, so I could talk like this. Period. But I'm talking to the higher because it's necessary. That's what we really need in order to push the needle.
But I think it's important for our audience to understand the debate or the argument regarding the funding for the recommended funding to pay for the 18 new firefighters. That proposal was to be a plan B. not a plan A,
Mm-hmm.
but a plan B.
Right.
So plan A would be that a SAFER grant, a grant called SAFER,
Mm-hmm.
which the city has applied to pay for the 18 new firefighters.
Mm-hmm.
That's being reviewed. That's been underway.
Right.
A number of times the city has applied for this SAFER grant,
Mm-hmm.
and the grant has been denied. And so if the grant is denied, then the firefighters doesn't have a backup plan, right?
But the mayor
So
could get,
this
but the
propo-
mayor could have gave money in the budget though.
Correct. But
So why they got to get a grant? Well, when they got, you might need a fire.
Well,
Martine might need a fire. They got to get a grant, mayor. They got to get a grant to get some equipment. Really? Honestly, I mean,
no,
to me,
we weren't talking about equipment. We're talking about 18
anything.
staffers. Okay.
Yes.
So
We-
yes,
that's messed up, Mayor.
Okay,
That's messed up, Mayor.
wait
I
a
mean,
minute.
the fire department got to get a grant in order to get funded, but the police get automatic funding. Come on, citizens of Omaha. That's why I tell you, these local elections, these politicians are the top crooks. They're the top crooks.
The police department.
And being a black male, I don't mean to interrupt you, Councilwoman, because I'm a black male. We are an endangered species here in Omaha. The black males are.
Right.
We're the only place in America, shouts out to Omaha World Herald,
okay,
where the incarceration rate has gone up.
Right.
The only place in America. So black woman is totally different from the black man, but the incarceration rate is going up for the black woman right now.
Right.
Here. And we could do so much good, but they put so many obstacles or have so many grudges. And this is just another example of another grudge. And the mayor has done this to you also. Grudge after grudge after grudge after grudge after grudge. They go after individual people. And I see it. And we the only one to talk about it because we the boss. For real. But so I'm trying to help you. I know you want to be diplomatic.
Right. Well, I want to.
But I don't have to be diplomatic because
I want to finish up on
go ahead, sister.
the SAFER grant.
Okay. And then I'll bring Martine in because my co-host is coming in.
So when we talk about this grant, okay,
Mayor.
Now we know that there is two arguments here.
Right.
One, should we have a plan A?
Uh-huh.
Should we count on plan A to happen?
Right.
Regardless to whether we agree about the usage of plan A, we still have a plan A and we have a plan B. So what is before us is whether or not the city council should approve having the plan B in place.
I think so.
Should plan A fail?
Obviously, the mayor did not have the fire department in plan A. You got to go with B.
So there's not, but plan A is a grant. Should the plan A work and we're approved of the plan A, there is no need to use plan B.
What's plan B then?
Plan B is for us to take care of that expense.
Who? The citizens?
The city of Omaha to take care of the expense.
Is it you talking part of the mayor's budget, or are they gonna raise our taxes again?
No, this would just be an increase. We'd have 18 new personnel
in the city budget.
In the city budget for the fire department, right?
Okay.
But this is just it's like tomato. You're using plan A or you're using plan B.
But Councilwoman, is tomato a word?
Depend on which side of the scope you want to be on.
I guess what side of the border you're on, huh?
Right. So I mean, that's just a debate.
Right.
It's just a debate.
Right.
I mean, we have to recognize that it's just a debate.
Right. Well, I'm gonna bring Martine in, my co-host, but we got a question, and I know this is not in your wheelhouse, but we got one to ask her about what's she thinking about reparation and bringing it to Omaha. Now, my college roommate,
Uh-huh.
is from Evanston, Illinois.
Right, and they have it.
So, and it's happening in California also, where the council gave back the land that was stolen from the black family out in California.
But remember, the council is the check and the balance, right?
Right.
So you can't. So you can't really say that the council in Evansville did that. They may have approved it, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So, brother Doris Boy, maybe we need to put that on the agenda. Maybe we need to add as a statue, or what's other stuff you guys doing? Don't statue?
We do resolutions and ordinances.
Yeah, we need an ordinance.
So
is that what we need?
So yes. But my it's still collaborative communication, right? Nothing gets done by one individual.
I agree with you.
Nothing gets done by one individual.
Before I get the mic to my co-host, Johnny Rogers, he always say that we live only 740 months. I think that's 61 years. But if you're a black male and living in these certain zip codes, you live less than that. And that's why at least my argument, because I got grandchildren, they 3 and 6, they black boys, and if I don't fight now, who gonna fight for them?
Right.
And so you know what I mean.
And we should always be thinking again. What did I say? What motivated me for running for city council? Not because of my life, but I wanted to make sure that other people would enjoy the riches.
Do you got grandkids?
Yes.
How many grandkids?
I have 2.
Okay, so a boy, girl.
2 boys.
They black too, ain't they?
Right.
So do you? So you know the ordeal, you know?
Yeah. So again, we have to expand our reach. We should be not only thinking about our immediate circle, but the outer circle as well.
Period. Omaha, the birds are blessed. We're talking to our city councilwoman, District 2. We'll bring Martinez. You see, walked in the door. She might have some question for the councilwoman. I'm just well, I might have to invite the mayor. I don't know. She hasn't been around a long time, but they know who I am. But I'm gonna invite her in because I don't want to talk behind nobody back. You know what I mean?
Right, but
again, because I'm just disappointed that they put all the money into the police and nothing into the youth organizations that are really trying to help our youth not make bad decisions. I think we need to be a holistic standpoint. Martine, you got some questions you want to ask the councilwoman?
She has some questions for me. Oh wow. Well, hello. How are you today?
I am well. Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to the Boss Morning Show.
Well, thank you.
Councilwoman Juanita Johnson.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. I was watching the show from home and I needed to run over here really fast so that I could talk to you.
Okay.
But since King wants to have me finish up the show or be a part of the show today, I do have some questions.
Okay.
I mean, we should always have questions when we have a member of the city council here representing, and this is the perfect opportunity to ask you questions. So Omaha, good morning. Welcome to the Boss Morning Show, 95.7 The Boss. If you have questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. This is the time to ask them. Okay, this is the time to ask them. So how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing wonderful.
Good. It's so good to see you. You're looking great.
So are you. Yeah. How was your weekend?
It was great. I relaxed. I got out to an event, and had a couple events and had a good time.
And so are you gearing up to the National Frankie Beverly Day on Friday? Everyone is being promoted to be in solidarity and wearing white in recognition of his legacy.
Now, is this a countrywide thing? Because I've been seeing them on Instagram. Nationally, right.
Everyone is
countrywide.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome because he is such a legend in our R&B community, people that follow that music. And so I love an all white anything, all white get together party, whatever. So, yes, Omaha should put something together.
Right. And I kind of really, I knew that I grew up with that music. but I really
Mhm.
didn't understand why it resonated and tugged at me in such a profound way. And now that I can compare and contrast, I can see some of Frankie's messaging in his songs and some of the work that I do.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's really, really great.
Absolutely. I'm glad you said that because maybe, some people that are listening or viewing our show did not know about that. So we should put something together. Do you know what organization's putting that together? Or you
Well,
said Friday, is that the day for Omaha
the day
or is that
nationally.
the national day? Or are we going to do
So
something?
an overarching factor came and said, "Hey," and threw it out there in social media that Frankie's Day is on Friday. Everyone
Okay.
is being encouraged to wear white. So
Okay.
I would encourage those folks that maybe already have something in terms of a venue already spotted
Mhm.
out for this coming Friday,
Mm.
that they promote
Mhm.
and then unify it just as
Invite people out to their establishment.
and centered it around
Food.
Frankie's Day, and bring some, play some music that in
Mhm.
honor of him,
Mhm.
show some pictures or
Oh yeah.
different things,
Mhm.
but it's all promoting unity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. One question that's been pressing on my heart, um, and I wanted to address it to someone. Why not you?
Okay.
And let me know what direction we can go with this. But the recent shooting at Northwest High School
Uh-huh.
is happened again,
Mm-hmm.
and it's getting closer and closer to home for
Everyone.
everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. So it happened here in Omaha. What do you think about? Because we've got to stop this. No student should be able to, anyone, no one should be able to walk through a school doors armed,
Right.
except for the officers, the resource officers, police that need to come in. What do you think about placing metal detectors in schools to stop that?
I would say that if we are going to do that, we need to have community discussions about what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And we as a community collectively need to decide that is the route that we want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It should not be one or two individuals that would say, yes, this is where we need to go. It needs to be a collective conversation, and so that we can flesh out the good, the bad, and then does the good outweigh the bad in
Mm-hmm.
installing the metal detectors?
Mm-hmm.
We should collectively, just like we were talking about the no knock, we need to look at whether or not we should include this in our process. Should we, in fact, install metal detectors and what that looks like?
Mm-hmm. And who would be that group of people that could put their opinion in there that could form a collective opinion as to whether that should be done or not?
That certainly would be parents. That
Mm-hmm.
certainly would be organizations that have that student as a part of their mission statement. Those entities that have what we call, they have expertise in the area of what's good for kids should all be at the table.
Mm-hmm.
And that would certainly be OPS. That may even be Metro Community College, University of Omaha. They have scholars in that area of what that would look like. We have a number of experts in the
Mm-hmm.
field of education and the development of kids. They should all be included in this discussion so that we can arrive not only at a informed decision, but also arrived at a destination point where we're doing what is best for our kids.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, who would approve that? I know that would be a school board approval, but would that be subject to city council or a higher level board? And then
You're saying that should
if
we
that
meet
was
together, and that again, that falls under county commissioners.
county commissioner,
Um,
okay. So would there be an approval at the top and then a second approval, or what do you think that would?
Well,
If you
first
know,
we
what would it look like?
First, if it's a change, it depends on the change. You're talking
Mhm.
about a metal detector. Is that the
Mhm.
change that you're promoting,
Mhm.
and what that would look like?
Mhm.
It could be that it may require a law to be put in place.
Mhm.
From the senator's perspectives, we have our senator here would be Terrell McKinney. It could be there. It could also be um, channeled and funneled into the county commissioners, because they would have to fund that program in terms of what the expenditures would come about as a result of
Mhm.
putting all of those. And then you have OPS. It may be very well, it could be just in their wheelhouse to implement the metal detectors. I don't know the answer to that question. I just
Mhm.
know that these are the players that would
Mhm.
be involved in that decision making. So
Mhm.
it could be something as simple as OPS being able to make that change or recommendation themselves.
Mhm.
So we would have to get OPS, school superintendent, to be a part of this discussion to see what his parameters are in terms of implementing that. We would also have to talk to the senator to see what his parameters are in implementing that, or the county commissioner. And I don't have that expertise, because
Mhm. Or even the police department.
even the police department.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, it's just really sad that this keeps happening, and our young kids have easy access to guns and weapons, and so when we as parents bring our kids to school, we're expecting to see them come back unharmed and everything. What was your thoughts when you heard about this particular shooting?
Well, my my immediate thoughts was I need to get all the information surrounding what took place. Um, we don't have all the information that we need at this time. We can have knee jerk reactions to things, but we don't have all of the information at this time to really make an informed decision.
Mhm.
Um,
Or okay, what about, let me just rephrase the question. What about just the shooting in general, as far as being able to someone able to walk through the door with the weapon, not searched or anything? I don't know what the searching procedures are, if there's a minimum searching, or you can just walk in as a student or a visitor and be armed and people not know it.
See, and see, that goes back to what I'm saying. We don't know what they're, when someone comes into that school, are they checked or asked about, do they have a gun, or how is that process? How
Or
is
any
that handled?
weapon.
Right? How is that done? But more importantly, what really resonates to me, my immediate response to that situation where the 14-year-old had a gun, I'm concerned about how did he get the gun?
Mhm.
To me,
So in most cases,
how did
these
he get the gun?
right.
Because
Most cases, these students have access because it belongs to their parents, and sometimes the parents don't have the weapons locked up. You know, like a gun cage or whatever you can buy to store your weapons, and there's a lock on it for various reasons, right?
right, but in this case,
You
we
know,
don't know how he
right?
got the gun.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's very critical in our assessment of what's going on here, is how he got the gun. If he got it from home, then do we need to have something in place to tell, now we're bordering on First Amendment rights. So
Yeah, I already know we're going to have the pushback from various groups, but we have to get to a point as a city, because it's a responsibility of each city,
right.
where we can control these shootings of our students when people can just randomly walk in armed.
Right. And so, since perhaps we have no control over who has access to guns, unfortunately, that brings it back to the school and them providing that safety net. What does that safety net look like? Is that metal detectors?
Mm-hmm. Because I know there's some schools here in this country that
I
have
know that in
installed.
Chicago,
Yes, I was going to say Chicago.
they have metal detectors.
Mm-hmm.
But what harm does that cause our students when they're faced with going through a metal detector? Has anyone done any uh, studies
Mm-hmm.
or any research on the impact of what those metal
Mm-hmm.
detectors do to our kids as well? Is that impact, that psychological harm,
Mm-hmm.
is it greater than the risk of someone maybe getting through
Mm-hmm.
with a gun? Does
Mm-hmm.
it, you see where I'm going with this, why it's so important?
That's interesting you brought that up, because I didn't think about along the lines of psychological. We're trying to keep these kids alive.
Right.
But it's
But-
no different than walking through TSA
Right.
detectors at an airport. You want to go fly somewhere. Nobody's worried about that detector
but
psychologically.
But when we are going through a metal detector at an airport, more often than not, we're an adult and we can, our brain level is fully developed more often than not. And when we are dealing with children, their brain level, their brains have not been fully developed. So
Mm-hmm.
we do have to have some type of awareness of the impact of
Mm-hmm.
how that plays into the psychological aspect of that brain development. That, to me, that has to have some weight
Mm-hmm.
in the discussion.
Kids fly all the time. Teams, sports teams, they fly all the time. But we could overcome that through education.
We could. But again, it would require collective individuals, parents. Back to my original concern was that as a community, we need to have that tough conversation. Is it a point in time now that we need to have metal detectors in the school? Is that time now?
I remember back in the day when we were in school, we didn't even have to worry about that.
Right.
But things have changed so much to the point we have to consider, someone has to take the lead and consider some type of level of check.
Right.
Whether you just pat them down, maybe metal detectors is not the way to go, but we have to have some way of checking. I don't know if it's if a pat down would be legal to what I mean, to touch someone as they come in,
right?
But something has to be put in place,
right? But I think we're going to get more bang for our buck if we engage the community to be a part of that process before we implement.
Right. Definitely have forums, have meetings or whatever, city council, school board meetings. I think that all does need to take place to get the opinions of the community and how they feel about that, especially the parents, because it's just, there's so many rules already in place in regards to guns, but we still have this big uptick of gun violence, and now it's right in our schools, where the very people that we're trying to groom and raise for them to be responsible adults, it's taking place right there in their learning center.
Right. And I mean, certainly as a community, we all should be concerned about this. But just as we are concerned, we want to make sure that the recipe we do to resolve the issue doesn't cause more additional harm. So
Absolutely.
we need to do that collectively, thoughtfully,
Mhm.
and then execute with a purpose in mind.
Mhm.
Not a knee-jerk reaction, but a
Yeah.
thoughtful and respectful and group effort to to carry us across the finish line, without or minimizing as much damage that we possibly can minimize.
Okay. I'm going to just switch the subject real quick because something happened a couple weeks ago. And is your district like 60th and Sorensen area? Would that be your area?
That's a catch 2020 depending on where you're at.
Okay.
It could be mines or it could be District 1.
Okay. Well, the question I want to ask is, what are your thoughts about businesses being disrespectful to community members that come in and do business with them? Because this happened in that area.
So my thoughts is that
I don't know if you saw it on social media, but it has been
did.
floating.
My understanding was there was an incident at a gas station where
Mhm.
customer service was questionable, and an observer witnessed the behavior that was astonishing, and they tried to address it, and things became worse.
Mhm.
And so I believe that's the conversation you're talking about.
Yes.
So for me, I've always had customer service has always been a part of my professional career. And so in the way I was trained and groomed, um, the customer is always right.
Mhm.
So
We've heard that. I've heard that all my life, and I've been in customer service, and that's part of our training. You know,
the customer is always right.
Mhm.
So let's take a look at that. If the customer is always right, and we have that as a model, then we should be looking at ways where we can incorporate what is good for the company as well as the person that we're providing a service to.
Mhm.
So that would mean that we would have to be able to ascertain, negotiate, diffuse. Those kinds of tools would have to be in our toolkit
Mhm.
when we're interfacing with people in the
Mhm.
public.
Mhm.
Let's face it, um, after COVID, during COVID, customer service has been quite the challenge
True.
in all
True.
industries. That level of
Mhm.
customer service has been impacted in a
Mhm.
huge way.
Mhm.
And we, as a nation, we want to believe that COVID is gone and now we're back into some type of normalcy.
Mhm.
But that normalcy has not fully developed again back to where we were prior to COVID, right?
Mhm.
So
We're still working on it.
we're still working on it.
Mhm.
I'm not giving any free passes, but
Right,
I'm
right,
saying
right, but
I'm saying that
things have changed.
things have changed,
Mhm.
and organizations, industries are not. I don't believe that they have gotten back to the training piece
Mhm.
of customer service,
Mhm.
the check and balance of customer service,
Mhm.
because we were what, not opening for a year or 2 years, and then we decided to go back into operations,
Mhm.
and we probably spent a lot of our time getting the doors open,
Right.
getting the
Right.
customers in. You
Mhm.
know how you transition from one space to the next space.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I don't think that all industries have redirected their attention back to the need for scholar or exceptional customer service.
Mhm. Now, Can I ask you? Okay, so this particular situation, the community wants to address it with the business owners, and there's been a meeting
Mhm.
set up with the key individuals and with the business owner. Do you think that would be an effective approach? Because I know they're trying to take the correct steps
Mhm.
to resolve this so that we can all live in harmony and we can continue supporting this business as a community.
Mhm.
Um, because there's been talks of boycott and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But is that the correct approach, or in your opinion, do you think that's going to be an effective approach to getting to the bottom of their concern, the community's concern, so that we can have a change, or
Well,
feel that they hear us and they want to implement efforts to make the situation better or make it right?
um, it's a step in the right direction. We're moving forward. Um, 10, 20 years ago, something like this, if it had happened in our community, would we be talking about having that conversation with that business owner? Or would we just be talking about it amongst ourselves?
Things have changed in the community. They're very vocal now. It's not back in the day where we would just sit back and let it happen.
Right. And so kudos.
If that's what you're leading
right.
to.
So kudos to those leading that effort, because I would rather have a community that is engaged as opposed to being silent.
Okay.
That's my thought process. Because I understand the value of hearing the voices of others. Doesn't always have to be my way. It can be a collaboration of things to make something work, right? Okay, the key is that we all work together to make these things happen. So we have a group of individuals that identified a problem that didn't resonate very well to the customer and others that observed the situation. So those individuals are now taking it upon themselves to resolve the issue. Sort of like what we try to encourage our children to do when they encounter situations, right? What we call conflict resolution, right? So these entities are wanting to go and have that conversation with the business owner to say, hey, this is a huge problem for this community in terms of what happened. How can you help us address that? We like what you, perhaps we like, because I can't speak for them, but perhaps we like the fact that you're in our community, providing a service, having a grocery store, having a gas station there. However, these things are somewhat offensive to our community, and we'd like for you to be a part of correcting that. I personally don't see anything wrong with that.
Okay.
But we have, when anytime two people are talking, it depends on how those two people respect each other when they have that conversation in terms of what your outcomes are going to be, right?
Right, exactly.
You know, so we have to be open on both sides when that conversation take place. And we also have to be willing to say that when we see the temperature may be flaring up, that it's okay to say, let's pause here and resume another day. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, the goal is to get to a resolution, not to get upset and angrier than we already are.
Right.
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 So do you think other higher level parties need to come into play with this conversation, or you think it could be worked out with just the key players and the business owners? That's where it is right now, but
well, it could.
I mean, could we get support? I mean, or should they be even looking for support from higher levels?
Well, again, for me, I would like to see my community doing more conflict resolutions for themselves.
Or and is there a support group that can advocate for the community to give them some kind of a backup or support.
You're saying,
you know what I mean?
Is there any tools
To make sure that they're taking the right steps, like an advocacy group concerning that issue, or
well, if you're
or
talking,
the just in general community
if you're talking
versus
about
business.
if you're talking about the individuals that I'm aware of that's involved in this, I'm thinking that those individuals are already equipped
Okay.
to do the negotiation. And they have the mindset to understand that if for some reason things go in a direction that they don't want it to go, that they're going to seek additional support, such as their council representative and other things.
Okay.
But at this point, I mean, I think what they are doing is admirable in nature. And
I do too.
And I mean, I certainly encourage that behavior. But if you do encounter something like that, and you don't have the skill sets, because that piggybacks on what the conversation I listened to during church service yesterday at Morning Star. The preacher was talking about God giving us individuals certain skill sets to do things that we need to do. Some of us have the skills to be, say, a police officer. Some of us have skills to do mediation. Some of us have a variety of different skill sets. We're all not in the same space. We're not all equipped with the same tools. We all have our own expertise, and we should be able to identify what those expertise are. I brought that to this discussion because, on the other hand, if someone encounters a bad conversation with someone in the business arena and they feel that they cannot navigate that discussion themselves, then of course they should seek help from other entities. That could be churches, that could be the NAACP, that could be the City of Omaha Human Resource Department. There's a lot of tools that we have out there to help navigate and get those issues resolved.
Okay, great. That's the reason why I asked the question, because I wanted to know two things. Could a group or individual that didn't have the skill sets, is there a resource for them to turn to get help? And then also just let the community know who are those resources. You just eloquently just listed them right there.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. And I appreciate your opinion on that, because that's, ongoing concern in the community. It's been going on for a while. It's just that these people decided to take it a step further. And I commend them too, for doing that, because it has to get to a point where we need to address it.
Right.
It just needs to be addressed, and people need to be brave enough to say something or go get help.
And as a business owner, I have to be open-minded. I have to have an openness to understand that if a community comes to me and say, hey, I have an issue with your employees or how you do business, if I want to stay in business, then I need to hear what is being presented to me if I want to stay in business.
Exactly. And that's their hope, is that the business owners will be cooperative and have open dialogue and see if we can get to a resolution. So I appreciate your opinion on that, and on the school shooting, because you are in leadership position, and we should be seeking our leaders for advice or their thoughts, so we can think about what's happening, logically, and maybe we might be in a position to start some efforts to improve whatever the situation is.
Right. Now, thank you
Yeah.
for bringing that to my attention.
Mhm.
I also would like to say,
Sure.
and I can't emphasize this collaborative communication that we all need to have to take us into the new century that we're embarking on with all of the fast communication coming by way of social media.
Mhm.
Sometimes information could be correct, could be wrong. How do we
Mhm.
sift through all of that?
Right.
How do we have that with a discerning eye?
Mhm.
Because I mean, I remember when I was growing up, my grandfather used to encourage us to believe half of what we see and none of what we hear.
Mhm. Or read.
Okay. And so I remember when I was a kid, and my grandfather would say that oftentimes, and it really, as a kid, it didn't really resonate, or it didn't
Mhm.
really have any meaning
Or
to
it didn't
me.
make sense to like, what is he talking about?
Right, right, right,
Mhm.
right. So
And
now,
I've heard that before.
yeah, and so I would say that so
Excuse me.
before we take action, we need to examine those two pieces.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Before we take action. I mean, it's quick to take action, and once you take action, you can't take it back.
Nope.
Okay,
You can only
so
correct it.
right, so we might want to slow down a little bit
Mhm. Mhm.
before we take action. Now, I'm
Mhm.
not saying that we don't take action,
But
but
think before you.
think before you leap.
Mhm. Mhm. And those comments get people all messed up, and I mean there's everybody can say a lot of things on the keyboard, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But would they really say that like in person? So it can be really really, uh hectic out there with those
Right,
comments.
and so imagine if we as adults
Mhm.
can see all of these difficult situations.
Mhm.
And now you have a child, a young adult with a brain that is not fully developed
Yep.
and encountering the same things or
Mhm.
similar things that we do.
Mhm.
Just imagine that.
Mhm. I imagine it a lot, especially when it comes to bullying, and they're reading those comments and they're being bullied, and it takes their mind to a whole nother level, and a lot of students decide to just check out, commit
Mhm.
suicide.
Right. And we have that.
Mhm.
Those numbers
It can.
are startling.
Mhm. Very dangerous. Those comments can be, especially to one that's being bullied. So I don't know. There's probably talks and conversations about how to help students, especially when their minds are still developing, how to
Mhm.
think through those comments and
Mhm.
to seek help when they feel that they're losing it or feeling secluded and not a part
Mhm.
of anything. It can
Mhm.
be it'll take them down a rabbit hole
Right.
real fast,
Right.
real fast. But that's a whole nother topic for the professionals. But as parents, we're concerned. I couldn't even imagine having kids in school
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah.
My daughter's grown, so
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but I do have a granddaughter that'll be in
Right.
these schools,
Yeah. And it's something to think about.
hmm So that's why I have a concern, you know, because it's, just because my child is not no longer in school, but I have grandchildren that are coming
Right.
up.
Right.
So
Or you have someone in your
a
family that
family
has it.
member,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
friends,
Yeah.
So I mean, we all need to be a part of the resolution. I feel
Right.
because it's going to affect us
Right.
in one way or
Indirectly
another.
or directly. One or the other.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate it. I don't want to take up your time or
Okay.
anything. What you got plans,
Well,
going on
I would
today
encourage.
or
I have a meeting at. I have several meetings going on today, and then I
okay.
need to get prepared for city council on tomorrow. So I'm
Is the meeting
encouraging.
tomorrow?
Yes, at 2 o'clock every Tuesday, with the exception of holidays.
Oh, okay. 2 o'clock meeting.
2 o'clock meetings.
Okay.
A
Open
struggle,
to the
a chat-
public?
open to the public. But in order for you to know the different things that are impacting you or where your resources are to help
Mm-hmm.
navigate through issues, concerns, you really need to be involved in what's happening in city council, because that's where that preparation comes about.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would recommend people to certainly come to city council to be a part of the discussion. In person is great idea, but
Mhm.
understandably, not everyone can attend those meetings.
Right, because of the time. Do they ever have one in the evening?
No, and
No.
so the
Like the
backup,
school board meetings are in the evening.
right? But the backup plan is these meetings are recorded, so we could equip ourselves at our own leisure
Mm-hmm.
in terms of reviewing those.
So you're saying the public
Discussion.
can get access to the recordings?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for the open invitation to the community to come at 2 o'clock on Tuesdays.
On Tuesday.
And if you can't make it, there's access to the recording online on the
Right,
website.
on the website.
What's
yes.
the website?
It is, or you can plug in Google search Omaha City Council,
Okay.
and there's an
So go to
agenda.
Google.
Yeah, go to Google
Okay.
Omaha City Council,
Mhm.
and then go to agendas for the agenda for the coming week, which is posted on Thursday. And then
So last week, Thursday, the agenda's been available?
yeah, so Thursday for this week's agenda, that was posted last Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So the Tuesday before the meeting, the agenda is posted that Thursday.
Okay. Okay.
Prior to that Tuesday meeting.
Okay. So the Thursday prior to the Tuesday meeting, the agenda's out there. It's
Right.
posted and we can access it, download it, read
Right.
it right there online.
Review it and see if there's something that
Mhm.
speaks to us,
Mhm.
whatever. And then, so you might as well, to be consistent, so you might as well on Thursday, when you get the agenda
Mhm.
for the upcoming meeting, and you have not looked at the video from the past meeting, maybe you need to do a 1-2 step process.
Okay.
Get the agenda, review the last agenda, the last meeting.
Okay. All right.
1-2, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get the coming week and review the last
Review
week.
the last week. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now, how long typically are the meetings?
They vary depending on the subject matter.
Okay. So hour minimum?
Minimum, probably an hour.
Hour. Okay. All right.
Yes.
And it's held where?
At the city council building, the legislative level. Oh, I got it, 11 o'clock.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, we got to
it's
get you out of
10:30.
here. It's 10:30.
Yeah. Mhm.
Wow. So this Boss Morning Show here, 95.7, the Boss has kind of been ran over time, but we'll do anything for the city councilwoman,
Well, thank you. I
Juanita
appreciate that.
Johnson. We welcome you to the show, back to the show anytime on a regular basis.
Well, I'm
Update us.
going to be coming on Mondays at 8.
Okay.
Is the format that we've discussed and agreed upon.
Okay. Yay. Well, good. So Omaha, y'all can look forward to seeing Councilwoman Juanita Johnson on Mondays at 8 a.m. during the Boss Morning Show. So if you have any questions, look at the agenda. If you couldn't make it to the meeting, you can pose a question when she comes back on Monday. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. If you looked at the agenda on Thursday, on Monday, your ideal time to talk about that.
Right before the meeting. So
Right.
that's perfect. Well, thank you again for
Thank you.
spending time with us. King, I'm gonna bring you back in here. Oh, he's talking.
He's talking to Tiffany. Oh,
Yeah.
he's an important guy now.
Oh, yeah, he's got a lot going on. Well, we again, Omaha, Nebraska, we've been bossing with Councilwoman Juanita Johnson, city council member for Omaha, Nebraska City Council. She's going to be coming back as a regular on Mondays at 8 a.m. So make sure you tune in to the Boss Morning Show at 95.7 The Boss at 8 a.m. every week until she gets tired. So that's an open invitation for you to come back on a weekly basis. But we got to get on out of here. It is, what is it, 10:30. It's 10:30, and she's got a meeting to get to, and I got things to do too. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We'll get his
See
attention.
you later.
Yeah, so we can get some music started and won't leave y'all in the in the dead zone. Well, that means when you don't hear anything on the show. But we appreciate y'all tuning in. The Boss Morning Show runs 7:30 to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. So we're overtime today, but we had a special guest. So it's okay. It's all right. But I'm gonna bring King on. He's gonna wrap this up and get some music going. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you. Have a good week.
I want to thank our councilwoman for coming to get an in-depth. I mean, because she was here for almost a couple hours almost, so at least an hour and a half. So no, we appreciate her coming in and answering all our questions, being thorough, and not running away from the hard questions, not running away. So we appreciate her coming in. We appreciate you guys listening this morning. Also, I want to remind you, you can start your own radio show here on 95.7 The Boss. So if you want to educate the community like we are, or form the community like we are, we need you. I can't be the only one that's educating. God has given us all skills, and we encourage you to manifest your skill set. All right. So we need different voices. We need different experts to come in and teach the community. Remember, we're destroyed because of lack of knowledge. And again, the day is Making Money Monday. So be purposeful on making money. No, I'm not talking about dollars and cents. I'm talking about collaborating, bartering, partnering, using collective economics, using consignment, and using the best system of them all, mutualism. Omaha, the birds of bless. We are out of here. Make sure you guys have a beautiful day. Be purposeful on supporting each other. Boss with us. Come on. Good to go. Check this out. Oh yeah, YouTube be going in and out. I mean, Facebook. Yeah, but YouTube.